What the hell? Oh.
Where's the song?
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the members stream. We have some stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Not a gaming stream tonight. I do want to first off the bat say we were all wrong. All of us. I'll include myself. I never saw Barbie getting this. Who said Barbie was going to get this
Me.
much money?
Me.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you have the tapes? Do you have the
I would. Yeah. I'll do a collection. I said it. Oh, okay. For the edit, I said it here, and I said it here. Boom. Wait for the edit tomorrow.
Okay. All right. We're glad to have you back, Perp, too. I know you've been busy,
Yeah, I've been
Jeff,
busy.
we're glad to have you. Taladia, Brian.
Right. Yeah. By the way, we want to let you know, Pep has got wings now, so he's now known as Baby Hands Wings.
Baby hand wings. Oh, okay.
Just gonna my name's just gonna get longer and longer as the days go.
Hey, Brucifer. How's it going?
Barbie. They're gonna call me Barbie Baby Hands pretty soon.
Barbie Baby Hands. That's a good rhyme.
Hello, how's it going?
Hello, Brucifer.
I guess you have to subscribe to Kingdom of Nerds to get the beautiful Brucifer on camera.
Yeah.
I'm not one to speak. Oh, there he goes. Whoa.
There he is.
Whoa.
I'm not looking
Loving
fresh
it.
right now. Yes.
Dude, I love the energy. Look at that.
Look great.
Look
You
at that
look great,
room.
man.
Hey, look,
Camera
right there.
angles.
Me, Perp, all on point with Barbie. See, we all called it. See?
Yeah.
There's.
Oh, thank you.
But check out Kingdom of
I'm
Nerds
wearing
Monday
this
night.
hoodie because I'm wearing this hoodie because the central air is like on the fritz, so it's freezing. Got to get it fixed.
Oh, okay. That's the opposite of what's going on in my place. It's I have no air. My house is on the fritz because it doesn't have central. I have a window air conditioner. And
Central heating in the hair is so nice.
Yes,
It's very nice.
Yeah. Here we go again. What strange Marvel theories?
There we go.
Listen.
Here we go again. Oh my.
Jeff is streaming on Twitch. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's co-streaming.
Cool.
Yep.
We got Nerd at Newsstand in the building too.
Shit.
Hey, Nerdette.
Was it because
That's quite a reaction.
Oh wow, Brian! Can you be nicer to the?
No, I
He's on.
hit a wall. I'm racing right now, and I hit a wall.
You're being racist?
No,
He's racing. He's playing a game.
Oh. Yeah, don't be racist. Race.
Who left?
Jeff.
Oh,
Jeff.
Jeff. All right. Well,
Sorry.
how's everyone? How
Hey,
was everyone's day today? I'm thinking about, just to get Brucifer up to speed because you weren't here before we started. I'm thinking about weekly calling Max at the Movies, and not just doing a review. Maybe occasionally talk to people. That's a lot of pressure. Listen.
Some man on the streets
action. I felt nervous going up to people. I didn't really, but
you got to do it in your mask first.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it in the mask.
Protect from the pepper spray.
That was the original plan. Years ago, before the pandemic. I was going to go to my local theater, tell the theater owners in advance, and I was going. But no, that's going to scare people.
Spaces.
That's going to scare. Yeah. No.
How about
Go ahead.
call it Mad Max? Let's all go to the movies.
Yeah.
How's that? Well,
There we
done.
go.
Mad Max
And
movie.
I do have to thank you, Brucifer, Joe, Justin, and Rhea, bringing my love
Who's
of
this-
going to the
who
movies
is this
back.
Justin, you speak of.
Woo.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise, he helped, I'm sure.
Yeah,
the,
Tom
the,
Cruise.
the, the Flash crew.
And Jim Caviezel, come on, don't lie.
That in the Flash brought me back to the movies,
God damn it.
Brian. Flash.
The Flash.
I might
Flash.
still go see.
CGI Babies brought you
I
in,
might.
baby.
Listen, I'm not gonna go see.
That was hard to watch.
Zeno's here. Woo!
Hey,
Wow.
All
Hey,
right.
Zeno. What do you
Hey,
mean?
Zeno.
Well,
Oh.
Brucifer looks young, man. He's just,
Yeah, Bruce is young man. All right, he's not an old man. He's a young man. Young
Yeah,
man at
he's
heart.
Just gray.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
have is almost as much gray in my goatee as he does. Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
My
I got
goatee.
bold. As you can see, I got a bold patch coming through.
Oh, all right.
Patch.
I'm a raptor.
Patch. Come on.
Yeah. Kelly, what are you doing?
Oh, to start the show off, let me show this.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Shiny.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Who wrote on it?
It says ha ha ha.
Aha, the Joker.
Oh, the Joker ruined your comic,
Yeah.
Christopher. He
That's
ruined
a
it.
good. I like the Joker. That's my favorite. Joker's always been
Well,
my most favorite
Cena
Batman
was
villain.
saying old like him. He was just
Mhm.
trying to feel. He was trying to make himself feel better.
There you go.
When he's like
There are
me,
better ways of doing that.
like me.
Do you
Hi,
want to know
Mary.
what year I was born in?
No.
So I don't look young. I only saw you once, Zeno. Once. I think I showed him
I
myself
saw you
once.
once.
Too. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, you guys showed each other's.
It was a
no,
dark and
Our
stormy
faces. Our faces.
Oh, your heads.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll show
faces.
you mine if you show me.
No.
yours.
Not that easy.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah.
Your secret's safe. Wink.
Wink, wink.
Well, let's talk about us. A friend once told me about Ben Shapiro.
Oh,
Yes.
this
Not.
guy.
Not. Oh, I wanted to delete that. Sorry. Let me bring up
Good
the.
job.
Let me
Yes.
bring up the image here.
Yes.
Wait,
Uh,
is this a reaction?
We might react just the beginning, just
To
the beginning,
who?
because I was told something happens.
To who?
This is the most SJW.
Who the hell is that?
We're gonna talk about
Who the hell
this
is that guy?
here, Ben
Ben
Shapiro.
I don't
Oh,
have a
man.
problem.
I know
don't
Grace.
have-
Who's the other guy? Is
I
that
mean, I don't
Grace's
like his
husband?
takes, but I don't know. No,
No,
Well,
he
Ben
actually went to
Shapiro.
Barbie dressed like Ken.
no, I know that was the funny. Like,
That's
what the hell
hilarious.
did he do that intentionally?
This has to be the most woke movie I've ever
looks
been
like a
to that
grip.
was dragged to by my producers.
He looks
did-
like a grip in
Oh,
a
he
theater
dressed up
show.
like Ken? Did he
Why is
know?
he dressed all in black? Is that his protest
Is that-
against pink? All black.
No, there's a scene. Oh, I don't want to spoil Barbie.
Okay.
Please don't.
Oh god.
Well, I might see it next weekend with my
It's
cousin.
the biggest movie of
but
the year.
I might
Do
see
not spoil
Sound
the
of
biggest movie of the year.
Freedom on my own on Thursday.
What?
Although someone said they were going to pay me not to go, but they haven't paid me anything, so I might go Thursday.
Pay you
Do I
not to
have to
go.
do a
Wait,
super
wait,
chat
wait. What are you
now?
gonna go see?
Sound
Are
of
you
Freedom.
Oh,
And give
Oh.
a review.
have fun.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm not
dog.
sure. I'm not sure. Maybe if
fun.
I have enough time. If I have
Aren't you
enough
supposed to go based
Well,
on
it's
the
not going to
poll?
be fun. That's
The
theme.
poll. What happened to your poll you were doing?
No, the poll's there, but
How are you going to ignore the poll and go see
I'm
that
not-
instead of the movies that are on the
no,
poll?
I am going to go see either Oppenheimer or Barbie. Those are what's leading. Right now, Barbie pulled ahead.
Yeah, but how are you going
course.
to go see a movie that's not leading in the poll first? Max.
That's just the bonus.
Clicks
thing.
and views, Max. Clicks
No,
and
I
views.
want to give. I want to be.
Hey,
I want to
Matt,
challenge.
what's up, man?
I'll be real. All the support of everyone. I want to challenge myself as a reviewer. I want to try to do more movie reviews. It's
I could challenge you.
growing experience.
Challenge.
Honestly,
Challenge
in the future, I will put horror movies on there too, and I don't want to see some of these horror movies. And I will go alone, or if my wife wants to go with me to these things, I'll be like, "Uh-oh, my Sword of Power members told me I had to go see the next Insidious or whatever," and she'll be like, "I want to see that," and I'm like, "I
Max,
don't."
Max, you will never leave your house after seeing that movie.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
I don't want to see stuff like that, but I will do it for the review process. I'm like, oh boy.
Just doing it for the craft, ladies and gentlemen.
Do it for the
There you go.
do it for the content.
I don't want to do a long review, Ben Shapiro. I don't hate the man. I don't like his opinions, a lot of his opinions, but this is, if what is being said is true, this is a new level of
Low.
what the hell, man? What the hell? I mean, he's basically doing what he's claiming they are. He's claiming that they are like hating men on this, but he's actually burning dolls that are like women.
Wait, what?
Watch the video.
Okay,
play the video.
can you please give me content? I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, well, it's better if you don't get a fresh reaction. Like, this is pathetic. We should call this out on all sides. This
Burning
level.
dolls?
Burning dolls. I can't believe that. That's
Who
like
let-
some of the
who-
Debbie type mess.
That's so pathetic to burn toys, to be a middle-aged man and be burning toys.
Oh, I
in
know.
a
I know
protest.
someone that cut the head off of Eco toys. Yeah.
It's like that scene in the Addams Family where she's like, Malibu Barbie.
Oh, it's actually titled Ben Shapiro Destroys the Barbie Movie for 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
We're not watching all that.
45 minutes? God damn.
45 minutes destroying a Bobby? Excuse me?
Facts don't care about your feelings, but your fucking long-windedness does. Oh.
All right.
Oh, we
Wait,
gotta watch. No.
Are you talking about Ben Shapiro or past panelist?
Oh,
I do not like Ben Shapiro.
No, okay.
Sam, I
Well,
am.
No one likes Ben. No one
well,
likes
I
Ben.
will say this: we got to watch.
But
the
you guys are gonna
F-bombs.
sit here and make
I'm
me
not-
give him a fair shake, which I don't think is very cool. Though.
No, I'm not singling anyone out, but we have been getting demonetized, so please watch the F bombs a little bit.
Okay, I'll stop. Jeez.
Wow.
God, I feel attacked.
All
You
right.
should.
All right. I usually don't like to rate things before I see them, but right
Oh my
there.
god, he is dressed like Ken. What's with the pastel
He
jean
picked,
jacket?
he picked the most progressive looking Barbie there is. Oh my goodness.
What's with the pastel pink denim, bro?
Yeah. What is up with that? He really wants to
I've
be
never
Ken.
seen that Barbie doll ever in my life.
No, me either.
I want one.
Not at cons, not
Something
on
Of
weird.
course, you,
stores, eBay.
Is this where we're gonna have, like, now that do you notice we have different versions of products now for each side of politics? Are we gonna have conservative dolls like the Ben Shapiro doll?
Yeah.
What is it? The doll only puts out on Tuesdays? It only does. No, stop.
He doesn't do anything on Saturdays.
It only comes with a kitchen.
No, it's the doll. It's the doll.
The atomically correct conservative Ben Shapiro dolls, just like how the Ken dolls
Anatomically
are.
correct.
The doll is a virgin, except for anal.
Oh, whoa.
God.
whoa, whoa,
What was that about monetization?
I know,
Oh,
that's
there it
odd.
goes.
What?
Right out
What
the
was
window.
that?
I'm not the bad guy. Woo!
All right. All right, let's see. Now this is like 0 seconds in.
You know, this is the way I talk when Zeno makes an appearance. Damn you, Zeno.
He's
Ooh.
Welcome
bringing
back.
that out of people.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome back, Zeno. I don't know you,
think-
and I don't like you.
Oh, all right.
I'm kidding.
Like already, this is like really cringe, right? This is everything.
And who
This is
still wears
projection because
blue jean jackets? Who still wears those?
I have a blue jean jacket. I don't
Ken?
wear it. I have it in the
Oh,
closet. I keep
okay.
it in
Doesn't
my
Ken
closet.
wear it?
Wait, you're in the closet, you said?
I keep it in the closet.
Okay. Have you
I
told
still
anyone
have it. I
besides
didn't
us?
get.
This is the coming out video?
I have lot.
Dude, people hate Ben Shapiro. Oh
I-
my god.
He-
I-
he's
Bunch of
putting-
I
lefties
have-
in the chat.
I have
Max
lots
is
of things in the closet that I didn't get rid of yet. So I have a jean jacket. I think
He's pulling your strings.
I haven't wear it though. Should I wear this if I try to interview people at next
I
week?
don't know, but can you
No.
tear this culture war band-aid off so we can get talking about?
I'm not
stuff?
I'm not in a culture war.
I just got back from the theaters seeing Barbie and Oppenheimer. I'm about
Oh my god. He's doing the meme.
Oh,
That's
you
so
got-
cute. He's
You
doing the
got
Barbenheimer
Barbie
meme.
cheap.
See, he wants to be part of pop
No,
culture.
he got a whole Jeep. They're all in they're in the
He could have
trash can in
donated
the-
those
Okay.
toys to sick children in the hospital.
He's pulling off
Oh,
of
Well, if I-
Come on.
Donated what?
You
Donated
knew-
a bomb?
Brian,
to
leave
make
me
the
alone. I'm on a
Leap
he's
soapbox.
pulling off the
If
scene
you
from
knew-
Toy Story.
If you knew it was going to make you money, though,
I'm
would
just
you
gonna
do this
tune out
make
for the
you-
next like half hour. Okay.
Okay.
I got a really
We're not
good
gonna
take.
do this for a half hour.
Yeah,
We're not-
it's at least an hour, dude.
God damn.
I mean,
know.
this did make him a lot of money, but it's also made him
Oh,
a joke,
Lord have
though, too.
Yeah, I don't think they care anymore.
to review both of them. I'm going to tell you which one of these is the best blockbuster of 2023 and which one is maybe the worst.
I bet he loved our movie, right, Ken?
What? Whoa! What
Oh
was
my
that?
god, he has a bit. He's doing a bit.
No.
He does bits.
Oh.
He does bits.
Wow.
Did he get Crowder for this? No, they hate each other.
For those of you who can't wait that long, I'm going to give my review of the Barbie movie in the most Oppenheimer fashion.
It's not just the destroy dolls, though. It has to do with Oppenheimer too, a little
It's
bit.
not super cringe at all.
Yes.
Oh, man. I'm
isn't?
tuning out.
I mean, I wasn't planning
Yes,
on.
I
doing
would
this
love
thing.
to hear his boomer take on this.
Okay.
And he's younger than me.
Oh, man.
So how does that work?
Is he doing the voices himself? Is what I want to know. Did he have to get the biggest matches to overcompensate for?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, he got
This
Gina
is very-
Carano to do the voices, dude. Come on now.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
No.
This is
I don't
very.
I don't think
Toy Story.
Gina Carano would be involved with burning Barbies. I would.
This is
I think
something
she's
Sid-
better than that.
This kind of give me some Sid vibes.
Someone
there.
checked her Twitter right now.
Right?
No, but he don't
Front
overcompensate
page,
much with
she's
the matches. Did he
fired
need the
one.
biggest? I need a man's match, long reach.
That match is bigger than
What?
him.
She's like lost and behind. She's burning a transformer.
Oh, that is whoa! I don't want to see
Wow.
this. This is very.
Yeah.
Okay, that's. That was
They
wrong.
love it. I bet they're laughing.
Oh yeah, of course they're.
I-
Like, give
I-
it
yes,
to the
Ed.
SAW.
Can somebody
man.
Google the price of that Barbie Jeep? How much
This
did he
is
pay Mattel to burn it?
I didn't think they would go all in like this. This is pretty.
Pretty
I don't
dark.
like
Nice.
watching plastic burn like this.
Me either.
Oh boy!
That's like in that Toy Story, when they're seeing.
All right, do we have
Yeah.
to do our due diligence to watch the rest or
Wait,
skip?
he's burning plastic, and right now there's porn stars screaming in agony. No! Oh, sorry.
Sid.
No.
Thanks, Cal. I don't know. All right. Okay, let's.
Yeah.
all right.
Can you believe that?
Probably.
No, there's screams that he put in. I don't like this. I'm triggered. I don't like that.
He has a Barbie dollhouse?
he has pink in the background.
He,
Face
he changed the Daily Wire to all pink.
black
Nice.
pinking
It's very-
area.
Very
He's-
progressive of him, dude.
He still has a
Yeah,
Barbie
very.
in the back.
I think pink is dope. Look at that. It looks like he's in the
I
sequel
just
for Drive.
Like,
Look at
I
that.
don't know his personal. Like, I'm like, I hope he didn't steal his kids' Barbies, or if he actually went to get those.
Guys, okay, first off, we're getting caught up in the nuance of this here.
He looks like he's
It's
in a
so-
reffin' film.
What does he have to say?
No,
Yeah, I want to hear it too. I want to hear why
Oh
it's
my
bad.
god. No, we're gonna sit here and talk 45 minutes about him burning a Barbie. Who gives a shit?
Lots of people are
I
talking.
was
about
making Nicholas Winding reffin' jokes.
I
That
heard
is-
on it. I heard Twitter gave him hell.
This explains a lot, Zeno. This explains
that
a
makes more
lot.
sense.
For the
Max,
first
Max,
2 minutes?
Max, it's
my
not
God.
called Max. It's not called Twitter anymore.
Those are
it's called
prisoners of
X.
war, Zeno.
It's called,
And
Brand
Grace,
X.
Grace called people like him a party
It-
pooper.
It's
It's
now
called-
Brand Next.
it's called
Alright.
X.
This
Brand
movie is
X.
not just a piece of shit. This movie is a flaming piece of dog piled atop an entire dumpster on fire, piled atop a
Ooh.
landfill filled with dog shit. It is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. On
I like
every
that
possible
you
level,
were-
it is
Damn.
a horrific movie. The only thing that can be said for this film,
Another win for Little Mermaid, huh?
Production design.
He said the same thing about freaking The Last Jedi. Okay, nobody cares. Ben.
I don't think. Listen, I didn't see it yet either. Even though I'm like, I could take this movie or leave it. I'm happy that a movie's doing good at the theater. I'm
This-
happy people are excited about it. It's not my particular type of movie.
Can of sausage, I get it.
Hey, he said it's the worst movie he's ever one of the worst movies he's ever seen. This just
Yes.
confirms he doesn't see his own movies. So
Ah,
Oh, you're saying that confirms he didn't
Wow.
watch Terror
he doesn't
on the
watch his
Prairie.
movies. Yeah,
He
doesn't
didn't
watch
watch
any of them.
Terror on the Prairie.
He didn't that or Run, Hide, Fight. None of those.
I still
Shut
want to.
In.
I still want to watch Terror on the Prairie and give it a fair review. I want to watch it.
it's been out for a year, Max.
I just don't want to pay for Daily Wire for a year just to see a movie.
I tell you what, you have to see Terror on the Prairie before you see the Jim Caviezel one.
Voltaire, how's it going, buddy?
Oh,
I wanna-
it's Voltaire.
I want to yell at Voltaire.
Hey,
Hi,
Voltaire.
now hello everybody.
Good
Why
to
would you
hear
want to
that.
yell at me, Perp? You love me. Come on.
Your last stream, we'll get into it. Don't worry.
All right, so
Damn.
Ben Shapiro says this is the worst movie. I don't know what happened. All right, is there a reason you're back there? Okay.
Oh, Voltaire was here.
Oh.
Oh,
Ah.
Oh, okay.
you
All
don't
right, let's
mean
go
that.
on. How many
Where's that
minutes do
one
I
at?
have? How many minutes do we give Ben to make
just-
make a point?
okay,
Just play
go,
for
man.
48 more minutes and
No,
well,
I'm not
Yeah,
doing
just
that.
until he says a point. That's the game.
No.
When he says a
Production
point, we can
design's really
stop
not-
and discuss the
costumes
point.
are really not.
Instead of just saying it's a steaming pal until he gives a reason why he thinks.
Yes.
It's okay. All right.
All right.
Also, it's really hard to screw that up. It's really hard to screw that up because you literally have this to model after. All you have to do is this, but big. Okay, it's really not tough. But put
Okay,
aside
what's the story? What's that story back there? What's the story? What do you
Yeah,
mean do
What is
that?
that?
You stare at a doll house?
There's
We're in a
not
dollhouse?
much story to Barbie. The thing is that the kids that play with Barbie make up their own stories or dress up Barbie and make a story for that way. From the
That's what he wants. He wants this avant-garde just stare at a house, and then you have to make up what the people do in that house, I guess. Very
There's
underground.
not a story baked in there like there is
Very
G.I.
indie.
Joe. I'm sorry. There's not like a Barbie story necessarily.
I think there's more story in G.I. Joe than there is in Barbie.
Yes.
Barbie's like a slice of life thing.
Yeah. All right.
the beautiful costumes, which is there for the ladies, and all of the production design and the Barbie universe and all of that. Every joke that happens in this film happens basically within the first 45 seconds of the film. So, for example, Barbie turns on the water and there's no water. Ooh, because, you know, like in Barbie house, there's no actual water. Do you get it? And then she drinks, but there's no actual...
Okay, setting up a world. Setting up a world.
Yeah.
If it's not funny, it's not
liquid
funny. It's still
in the actual cup. Oh my God! Because
spoilers. Come on, Ben.
It's called
Barbie
good
doll.
writing.
Oh, I get it. Okay, that's all the jokes. There are no more jokes for the rest of the film.
Spoil the hell out
Movies.
of this movie.
Okay, so conceptually, the movie is a. I want to ask this: who is the intended audience for this film? Who's the intended audience for this film? So I'll tell you who the intended audience for this film is, and I can tell two ways: one, the previews on the film, and two, the people in the audience. So the intended audience for this film is moms and their 8-year-old daughters. That's the intended audience for the film.
There was a lot of young, beautiful-looking people seeing
Why
this.
are you bitching, though, bro? You are neither one of those things that he just described.
Yes.
This
is not
he's
just
setting up the point. I don't think this is.
No,
his
I
point.
get it. But one of my things that irritates me to like no end with this kind of critique is the fact that you'll go in fully knowing that you're not part of the target audience and then complain about not being part of the target audience. It's like, bro.
Yeah. This is
What
like this is way
it's
worse.
So
than
infuriating. Like I'm like, good lord.
You know, Brian brings up a good point.
Mario movie, and she's like, I didn't know this was going to be a thing. You know,
at the end of the day, like when fan bases are unhappy, it seems like a good majority is just like, why aren't we being pandered to? Why aren't we being pandered to anymore? I guess in a general sense, and that's sort of what he brought up here, and I kind of see that in general. And I do that too sometimes. It's like, hey, pander to me, please.
All right. Well, I only have a couple more minutes of this in me.
Well, because the previews for the film were all kids' movies. I'm talking like G or PG rated kids' films. We're talking like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Trolls 4 or whatever it is. Those were all the previews, right? All the previews are actually directed at what the audience is supposed to be for this film. And if you look in the audience, it's a bunch of moms, like youngish moms, middle-aged moms with their like 6, 7.
I would love to see. It would be such a bonus to go to this movie and see a bunch of moms and then Ben Shapiro.
You mean soccer mom?
And just an angry Ben Shapiro. He's going to be angry sitting there.
Dressed as Ken.
Just angry, mad. Just mad at a Barbie movie. Can you imagine being mad at a Barbie movie?
I really
Strange Barbie theories. I might do that. I go to
put me out of my misery if I ever get there.
It's subverting modern culture, guys.
But I'm not going to whine about it, though. I'm not going to cry. If I don't like the movie, I'm not going to cry.
What are you going to do? God dang it, guys.
8-year-old girls. That's the entire crew. This movie is not made for any of those people. In fact, this movie is made for no one. This movie is going to make a bunch of money.
No one is seeing it right now. That's why no one is seeing it right now.
Thanks for the heads up, Ben.
See, just because he doesn't get the target audience.
I don't like watching his channel. I don't like watching Ben.
He is not a soccer mom,
going to make a
bro.
bunch of money. He just said he acknowledged the movie's going to make a bunch of money.
God.
But I don't even think the movie. I think the movie was beyond the soccer mom motif. I think a lot of people are seeing it because of just blatant. Like, there's a lot of creativity. There's a lot of freshness there. So there's also just people that are fans of cinema in general.
They're seeing it because of memes.
Pretty much.
But the fans of cinema, they made it a meme though. It's the fans of movies made it a meme. And think about it, embracing rather than these guys like to turn everything into a competition, right? Sonic is beating Birds of Prey. This movie's beating that movie. Which one's Dance of Dragons is beating Lord of the Rings, right? What do cinema fans do? They actually promote both movies. They call it a Barbenheimer. They're like, we're going to go see it. We're going to see both movies, blah, blah. None of this competitive, well, this movie's beating that one, all that crap. So
this is a win for the industry right now.
Yes,
this is not just a win for
Margot.
because it's a win for actual people in the roles as well.
Because I
Both
want my
these movies.
Sports Center style hot takes on movies, dude.
No, but
Gosh
it's a
darn
beautiful
it.
thing. This is real. This is
No,
a real fandom for love
No,
of
you're
film.
right.
not-
You're right.
What is
Dude,
the
I'm
industry
just-
fighting for? Fair wages and actors and not AI? You know, maybe they're like, we could have done Barbie AI. Are they going to have that argument now? After it's doing so well with real life people in the roles as Barbie and Ken, and there's, you know, I think there's multiple versions of Ken and Barbie.
Not only that, this is an answer. Remember what are movies going to do? What are movies going to do for marketing? Look what this did. Look what like Barbie even helped Oppenheimer. Barbie is helping, and Oppenheimer's helping Barbie. Like all these, it's like this ecosystem now being creative with marketing, which is awesome. Like it's great.
And honestly, I think this helps the people striking too. Like there's still money to be made. Like the companies where they have CEOs that make way more than everyone else saying we're not making that much. Like, nah, if you do things right, you do good marketing, you do a good product, and you manage well, there is money to be made, and I think this will help the industry.
Not only
but would you acknowledge that this is a property with a lot of clout to say Barbie's been around forever, everybody knows Barbie and all that kind of thing?
Name
almost like
recognition.
Mario was, right?
Yeah,
and Oppenheimer is a movie by, you know, one of the greatest modern day directors out there. People will go see a Nolan film. I don't think these other movies that are failing can take that many lessons other than the insanely good marketing that Barbie did.
Yeah. Well, there's also, I think there's also something to just letting the creators do what they want, right? There's something, I think a lot of creative people are responding to Barbie specifically within the industry and out because it's just an unabashed, like, creative storm, right? It's just like whatever, it's a vision, it's a full vision, right? And I think studios could learn from that more. And it's like, hey, let's take some more chances in giving, you know, let's not do what we did to Zack Snyder anymore. Let's give everyone, bringing him in. Let's give them the full reins to do what they to get their full creativity out there. I haven't actually seen such a response from the industry itself to a movie since like Mad Max, which was also something that was just like, wow, just blew people away. And just, it got a certain type of like people that love the art of filmmaking to fall in love with it as well. But this is in a bigger, more normie scale.
I agree.
Well, this is definitely an event. I've witnessed it for myself today. I expected a lot of people on Sunday, but not that many people. And like, you couldn't even get refreshments. You had to wait 20, 30 minutes just to get popcorn, soda.
Wow.
That's not even the tickets. And people were like, oh, it's sold out. It's sold out. I'm like, you could come see Elemental with me. There's only like 3 of us in the theater.
It's so quiet. Nobody's here.
Yeah,
but
you're quiet.
That might get you kicked out of the theater and the police called on you if you start saying, "Hey, I'm here alone. Let's come see Elementals with me."
What's up, guys?
There
I'm
were
a 40-year-old guy. Let's
there
go.
was like 2 teenage boys, like 16.
Max, I
No,
advise
listen.
you to not say another word.
No.
Without counsel.
They approached me in the hallway.
What?
Says,
Oh no, that's not an excuse.
They thought you were a pest.
Let
They
me
thought you, what are you doing here, bro?
Voltaire,
said,
can you
"What
give him a
movie
number of a
is-"
good attorney?
No.
Yeah, Max,
they
I'm
said,
gonna, as your attorney, I
No,
recommend
let me
you.
finish. They said, what movie is that? Because they didn't have the name of the movie on the marquee. I said, this is Elemental. And they snuck in.
They didn't ask me
where
the weed was.
They ain't bragging that
No.
to their friends.
And they're like, is this? No,
Elemental.
they said first, is this Barbie? And I'm like, no, this is Elemental because I went to the restroom.
Yeah, because they're trying to get off so they
Stop
can go
with this
smoke.
stupid-
No,
trying to
it wasn't in the
Barbie by
restroom
seeing
that they
Elemental.
approached me. It was in the hallway.
Meeting teenage boys in a restroom, and
No.
oh my goodness.
No,
Yeah, dude.
no,
don't do
this
that.
was in
Oh
the
my god!
theater hallway going
Max.
through the restroom.
At least it wasn't a rest
and they were
stop.
sneaking into movies. And they're like, they don't want to see Barbie. They didn't want to see Barbie. I'm like, well, this is Elemental. And
You
they
didn't
came
buy them.
in-
You didn't offer
Look,
them
they're
candy,
they're
did
like
you?
they're like phobic about Barbie. Is that Barbie? I can't go in if it's
No,
Barbie.
because most of the screens were Barbie. I think they already saw it or something.
They're checking for tickets in Barbie, bro.
We can't
Nobody
get out.
cares
We're
about
stuck in a Barbie
Elemental.
loop. They keep going into a theater and it's Barbie playing.
Next topic, please.
Oh my goodness. I'm not ashamed of nothing. I didn't do anything. I'm saying what happened. They stuck into it and then like they sat in front of me and they were loud. They were loud, but then they
Everybody's
left
the
after 20
hero of
minutes.
their own story, Max.
Okay, so they snuck in. The people still sneak in the theaters. It's a
To
healthy
see Elementals.
It's
Yeah,
a good
I'll see it all.
teenage
Hello, Mad
teenagers.
Max needs an attorney right now.
Yeah.
I have one.
I know one. His name is Bob Loblaw.
Thanks, CJH. Jesus. That's gonna. Well, now it is. Thanks a lot.
Really?
The only point of that story is that they, they're sneaking into the theater.
That's one of the best stories you've ever told on this channel. So there's nothing to be ashamed of.
There's
Hilarious.
a few other families there. That's about
not
it.
wrong on that one, Voltaire.
And I was happy.
my
I was
God.
like,
That was
thank
comedy
goodness they-
gold.
The audience wants to know: did you have some McDonald's with those kids afterwards?
No, I was getting annoyed. I was going to.
Did you have them McFlurry with them?
Because it was the 3D theater. I had an assigned seat, and I already moved one row in ahead because the whole theater, and then the family's like, well, we have to sit here. It's assigned seats, and the kid kept kicking me in the back.
Was it an Oreo
So
McFlurry?
I went to the
Is it really assigned seating when there's nobody in the damn theater?
Just think about it. It's a 40-year-old guy going to see a cartoon movie talking to teenagers.
The family of like
Jesus, that's my nightmare.
A family of four,
He just said my nightmare.
A family of 4
40-year-old man
was teaching their kids the right thing. No, we should sit
I'm
in
in
our assigned
a
seats,
Pixar
kids.
movie trying to talk to teens.
But then the
next topic,
kids
please.
started kicking the
Next
back of
topic,
my
please.
seat. So I went to the restroom, and that's when
my
those
nightmare.
two boys.
Okay, that's
Oh
it.
my
That's
God,
it. That's
stop.
No, keep going, Max. We're on a roll.
No,
Then
that's
Chris
it.
Hansen walked in.
Finish
what are you
this.
doing here?
Dude,
No, and that's
Come on,
when they're
you
like,
can't.
"What
You
movie
gotta
is this?"
finish the
Look
story.
at
Don't be like WB.
Look at the
Finish
shine. Look at
story.
the shiny box.
Ooh,
Look at the shiny box.
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Hey, there it is.
Don't be like that. Finish the story. Unlike
What's
Zack
that?
Snyder.
Oh.
That hurt.
Got him.
That hurt.
Got him with that raptor jab.
Oh, yeah,
No.
you did.
No, I went
Wow.
to the restroom, and they approached me right out of the theater before I got to the restroom.
Right now, somebody's
They're
making
trying
a
to stop
mean
you from going in that bathroom.
How much money are we talking here?
You don't want to go
I
in that
was
bathroom,
getting
bro.
annoyed with them. They were talking though in the front row. They went into the handicap spot right in front of me.
Shut the fuck
They're
up.
trying to tell you something.
Well, I was
CJ,
going to move
Can
again.
you
I was gonna move
Photoshop
again.
a picture of Max in a movie
No.
theater and Chris Hansen there?
Can you
No,
a
no, no,
nerd?
no,
Yeah,
no, no.
talking to
You're
teens.
You're gonna get timed out, nerd.
In a
Put some
Pee
like
Wee
goth,
Herman
put some
suit.
goth mall kid. He's trying to talk to him.
Oh man.
Trying to relate
Paul
to the
Rubens.
kids.
If you're just getting here, thumbs up the video, please. Thumbs up the video. But I
You
had,
ain't
but
getting
other
comedy like this
than
anywhere else,
that,
everybody.
other than that, I really enjoyed Elemental. Go check
Hollywood's
out my
on
review.
strike. We're here 7
It's
nights a
better.
week.
It's a yeah. Shut up, CG.
Oh,
I'm just
Max,
kidding,
do not
CJ.
tell
them?
CJ to shut up, please.
I love you, CJH.
Who's them?
I don't
Only
even have
Brian
to
could do
say
that.
anything, and they could
That's
be
right.
repurposed words. Look, you know how
I'm the
Mr.
arbiter of
Popcorn
silence around
Planet.
here.
I actually that was a
Uh-oh.
deep faker AI when there was a
Uh-oh.
video of me. So
Sounds
I
about
don't even
right.
need to say, I don't even need to say anything. All right.
Say no
Next
more, big ass.
subject.
Should we
So
leave
does
them-
Barbie hate men or something?
Wink. Apparently,
There's a
Mr.
lot
BS.
of progressive ideas.
Oh,
in it,
she
but
hates
Barbie's a
men that don't
progressive
have
woman.
dicks.
Well,
Man,
I mean, he's not wrong.
Are you saying Ken without clothes?
I gotta say something to my brothers out there, guys.
He's got a
calm
permanently stitched in pair of tidy whities.
Oh my
down.
god.
Calm down. You're not making us guys look good
All right.
by.
We'll
acting
only watch
sensitive.
the 4 minutes. 4 minutes, and Ben Shapiro is cut off.
I'm sure he has a point about certain things, but other than that, yeah, no, I'm good.
But if it makes money, he's for capitalism. So whatever. There's a market for it.
I'm good.
One, because
Not
the
if
marketing
it's the
effort has
first
been extraordinary.
family.
I mean, whoever's the marketing
Oh,
team
I
over at Warner
swear.
Brothers is doing an amazing job.
Okay.
Week one, this thing is
Fair.
going to
Where
clean
were
up
you
the
for
domestic
Flash?
box office. My prediction is going to just absolutely fall off a cliff after that. The repeat business on this
Ooh,
movie is
yeah.
going to be non-existent.
He's
Because it was
hoping.
written by two people who are so smug and self-satisfied, and Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach, that they have no
Smug and
audience.
satisfied.
I mean,
Look
like,
at that.
who thought it's a great idea? Let's bring on the people who wrote Lady Bird and Marriage Story to make a movie about a plastic doll that is generally
That's
played
kind of
with by
fair.
I mean, that's
5
true.
to 9
That's
year old
freaking
young girls.
genius.
See, you know what's messed up is that we end up watching these and it's like, oh yeah, he's got a point there.
He makes a couple other decent points, to be honest.
What?
I'm not
How
saying
was
he's
that a
right,
decent
but-
point?
Well, you know, it's not. It's a different.
Well,
It's
it
kind of,
works.
it's kind of a,
Genre.
it's kind of,
Who
it's kind
get-
of out
who
of left
get-
field though.
Who gets
Oh,
a
no,
car?
man.
Who gets
Be
a
nice,
person?
strange.
Who gets a director that just did car commercials to do a remake of Dawn of the Dead with the writer of Scooby Doo? Who does
Wow.
hmm.
To be fair, he did some music videos too.
that? Okay, but who does that?
some
All right.
collective soul.
People come from everywhere, man. She probably had an amazing pitch, and it looks like she did, and America responded to it.
Honestly, could we be real? I don't think anyone necessarily knew this was going to be a smash hit. So why would you even, why would you be against Greta doing it? Like, you could probably give us, try a Barbie movie, because they haven't really made it.
Because
with these
feminism, Max.
Well, no, they haven't really made these toys or dolls to movies. Haven't really made a splash yet. Like,
that's a fair point. Yeah.
Just look.
Because the He-Man movie. I mean, to be fair, Mattel hasn't had a really good track record of movies.
Yeah,
that's
the
look
point.
at He-Man. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not that easy to just make this movie based on the property. Yeah.
How many Barbie movies are currently out there on video on demand or streaming right now?
Yeah, but those are for the target market. This is
about as much as
Amityville. This is the first one that's marketed towards everyone.
Yeah, it's hard to make these movies in live action. G.I. Joe wasn't anything, or G.I. Jane.
Barbie goes to the
not that easy.
But they didn't crack the code for like video game movies. I've been trying to do video game movies for a while, and that was a crack.
Mario, well, that's not live action.
Because they're talking live action, not
well, Last of Us is live action, and that seemed to crack it pretty good.
Molly, come here.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's
I said till recently, and then now,
I think what we're finding is that maybe video games have a better format on a series as opposed to a television show.
That's true.
No,
that's
TV
true. I would be
movie.
way more excited for a Metal Gear TV series than a full movie.
Well, it's like why The Witcher works so well, or before they got rid of Cavill.
Masters of the Universe is a cult classic, guys.
I love Masters of the Universe. It's one of my favorites.
They've tried to get it off the ground. There's been John Woo was attached to Masters of the Universe in the 90s. Like, they've been doing this. They've been trying to get that thing going for decades.
I don't agree with you, Sean. That's a decent looking jean jacket. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
no, I mean, that's a good looking jean jacket.
I mean, he looks like he's playing keyboards for Michael J. Fox's band in Back to the Future.
But the point is, Hollywood does this all the time. Christopher Nolan got Batman from Insomnia and Memento. So producers do think out of the box in terms of, get this person for this project, even though they did a project that doesn't seem like it would go. Like, sometimes it goes, and sometimes those directors themselves go to the studios with an awesome pitch once they get, All
right, come here, Callie. Sheesh. All right, a minute left, and then we're moving on.
So the basic idea of the film, they really have no basic idea of the film. They don't know whether they hate Barbie or that we're supposed to kind of like Barbie. It seems they kind of despise Barbie as a fascist emblem, as we'll get to. The basic sort of premise of the film, politically speaking, is that men and women are on two sides of the divide, and they hate each other. And literally the only way you can have a happy world is if the women ignore the men and the men ignore the women. That seems to be the final outcome of this film.
Dude, okay. Okay, so does that make it automatically bad though? If it's if it's introduced, I'm not saying that's what happens in the movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but even if that's true, does that make it a bad movie? I just there's movies where a world is created.
Toys. Oh my god.
No, I have to see the context. I don't know.
That doesn't make it a bad movie. It's just it's showing describing a different type of world.
Guys,
right, Max.
That's why
please.
It's culture war, guys.
Yeah,
this is all culture war crap.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
I just want to hear the talking points.
So go ahead and but the culture war talking points, they're the same ones they always use. It doesn't matter anymore. It's like, come on, dude, it's not 2017 anymore. Nobody gives a shit.
They do.
Perp, I wish you had seen it. I thought you were going opening day.
Well, that's the problem.
I had a
people
sickness
do
in
give
the
a
family.
shit.
I literally had my tickets. I had to cancel.
You're still gonna have issues getting tickets because
I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it.
Yeah. All right. 24 seconds. I'm serious.
I was trying to separate this into problems with plot and problems with character and problems.
But he can't, right? He can't describe it.
But they're all intertwined because the thing is just a mess. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Plot-wise, it makes no sense. Character-wise, it makes no sense. So let's just go through it from the beginning. Okay, there's gonna be lots of spoilers, but believe you me, I'm about to save you so much time because this movie is 2 hours. It feels like it is longer than the Wagnerian ring cycle. It does not end. Every scene is
it doesn't stop. Doesn't stop. I want people to see it, and you don't want to see it.
Spoilers.
I'm topping out.
Spoiler.
What? That was it. That was it. Claudia, we are.
I was watching this thing where they were talking about like the rise and fall of ESPN, and they were talking about like take culture, like how we all have to have like a take that's more hyperbolic than the person that had one before you.
Oh, that's
So
the
you're
only
like
way to
one
get
upping each other.
Yeah,
To get in the
get noticed
algorithm
on the internet. Yeah.
No, I know. But it was kind of like the decline of the show because all they would do is just get into shouting matches.
Yeah, you're right. That's absolutely how the YouTube is. Yeah.
So like, it's just this whole situation. Like, come on, it's okay.
Well, like you even do movie reviews.
Let
and
it go,
not, like,
Ben.
go like overboard and like this is the best thing since
I
sliced
said it
bread
before
or-
the stream, guys. I don't go to Ben Shapiro or the Daily Wire for my movie reviews. And anybody
not
else
either.
that does, maybe they're experiencing movies the wrong way. Okay, and that's coming from somebody who tends to lean in that direction every once in a while. Okay, just yeah, no, I get tired of left, right, and center culture war, man. It's so stupid.
This video of his is going to get a ton of views.
Oh, it is,
Oh, yeah.
and it is,
Yeah.
and it is. But
Barbie raises all boats.
You guys heard the expression "preaching to the choir"?
Yeah.
Pandering to your audience. You know, that's what's happening right here. It happens all the time. That's why all those people.
Well, technically,
who squawk
it's
about
not
this-
because we're not his audience. So
no,
he's not
we're just commenting on
pandering
it because it's a culture war comment topic, and it's something to talk about. It's in the zeitgeist.
It's for me personally, it's funny. Just like Grace was out of touch for Mario.
Well,
He's
it's in the
obviously out of
algorithm,
touch
Max.
for Barbie. Yeah.
It's what we're talking about. It's trending. Okay,
But a lot of people,
yes.
I've been seeing these talking points. A lot of people seem to think they feel this way, or if they hear this talking point from people like Ben Shapiro and other YouTube channels, then it's true and it's really happening. So
well, I mean,
I
if
think
you
that within
subscribe
itself
to this,
is
I
worth
mean, if you
talking
subscribe to this, the mere fact that the movie came out is fodder for what they talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A female writer, a female lead, female directors. You know, like it's come on, it's right for the pickings, guys. Like
I just want to.
You could see Doomcock getting upset about it a mile away. I mean, about a movie about toys.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, it's the pettiest, stupidest crap ever, and it's never going to go away. It just makes money on the internet. That's all.
No, I just want to help.
I just want to
These-
laugh a little, Brian. That's all.
I want
I know.
How about
I'm breaking through the matrix, guys.
Yeah.
The programming it's everywhere. You got.
Listen, breaking through the matrix would be watching these things
He
and not
deserves
taking
to
them
be-
seriously and just saying, okay, I just want to hear what people are saying, and then I can make my own decisions.
I
You know
mean,
what I mean? It's just
he-
there are people who watch it and are sheep about it. You know,
Yeah.
just like cable news. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
then there's people like us who like to watch both sides and sort of just see what everybody's saying.
Hold on, I gotta get these dogs a biscuit.
Especially
Oh
when
yeah,
it
there
comes
was.
to-
leave the cat
I guess
alone.
apparently, Matt, if you want, Max, if you really want to get mad about it, I guess the movie made a jab at the Snyder fans.
I know that.
He mentions that in that video, by the way.
I think
For
Warner
Snyder
Brothers put the Greta up to putting that in there.
Really?
How?
Is one last middle finger to Zack Snyder? You think they're that petty?
Well, somebody in the
Oh,
writer's
yeah, they
room
are
came up.
petty,
But I wonder how much does
Yeah,
Greta
I'd be
know about
surprised.
the Snyder Bros thing? You know?
Well, she
Nothing.
said she was asked about. She's like, I really don't have a dog in this fight.
Like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, that was somebody.
She didn't care.
Somebody
about
did put
putting
her
it
up
either.
there. So it was somebody else's idea.
Well, yeah, I think it was one of the writers.
They probably know what's up and they're writing it and they thought it would be funny. But she
Blame
really doesn't have a
AI,
dog in the fight. She
blame
just
AI.
thought it was funny.
All right. All right. I gotta do something with this dog.
Throw it a biscuit. Jeez.
Give it a
All right.
Give it a
But
Starving
to-
your private
To
animals
me,
over
I
here.
just find it very interesting how sensitive a lot of people are to this movie, especially my fellow brothers out there, the guys out there saying that this movie is anti-men and all that. It's just like, guy, please grow up, because if this is anti-men, like I've seen, then what are those horror movies that do all like, oh, I'm trying to kill women, he just wants to kill women, are those anti-women now, like all those movies back in the day?
Yeah.
Like,
And-
come on.
And just to that point, you're right. It's. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't comment on it. But one of the points he makes,
They're claiming that it's subtle denigration.
yeah. And when when I saw Max put this as a thumbnail, I said, "What the hell did Ben Shapiro say about this?" So I played this while I was working. I just had it on in the background.
Oh, so
And-
did you watch? You heard most of the review while you're doing our something. What did you think of his takes?
So he makes a couple.
And
As always, with these things, you can't just discount everything they say. a lot of it is, like Brian said, clickbait and just making a hot take and all that kind of thing. He made a couple points, like in the movie, Mattel is portrayed apparently as like a patriarchal company and all that kind of thing. And he goes, 5 out of 11 of the executives on the Mattel board are women. The founder of Barbie was a woman. None of that is, you know what I mean? So little things like that, you know what I mean? So, which I think are valid points that they're portraying it that way,
Okay.
Like, why do they say that? Why in the movie do they portray the board as a bunch of men trying to shut down women when the actual board of directors is not like that at all? Like, why? Right?
I'll have to see the movie.
Is that true that the board is?
Well, I didn't verify it. Shapiro says it.
The board in the movie is full of dudes, and
this isn't a biopic of Barbie or Mattel either, so it's fictional. So they
could have been used. Can you see where people can say they're pushing a message?
Yeah, because there has been a history of women being put down. Yeah, so they
what's the message?
That even if it didn't.
What's the message if it's a boardroom
event? You see it from the opposite direction.
Like they're painting this picture that it's a patriarchal society.
It is
when it really isn't. In this case,
in what case? In the world of the movie?
In the world of the board of Mattel, like they're saying.
But this is a movie. Will Ferrell isn't really a board member.
No,
I understand your point.
He's talking about the reality of the board as opposed to the.
So there's.
But this is a movie.
Yeah, but but it's pushing a narrative that some people will believe as part of reality. Obviously,
okay. In a Barbie movie where it's all pink and she's literally a toy, they did like. Why would they believe that part unless they're being egged on to believe that part? Why are they believing that part? Why would they believe only that part?
It's called.
It's because they're being egged on.
Because there's a grain of truth in that.
Because there's a push to believe that part.
That's my point.
It's called
subversion.
They're pushing for the belief. No, the belief. The push to belief that this is anti-men. The push to belief that everything is set up for whatever negative light.
It's how you see it's what lens you see the culture war through, dude.
Yeah, Brian's 100% right about that. I'm just looking at it objectively. I really am. I don't believe that. You know what I mean? But that's a valid point to me.
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. I can see where.
Do we have way more anti-women movies? By seeing that point, do you think
anti-women? What anti-women movie?
All the horror movies that are coming out where there's a serial killer that say, "Oh, I need to kill women." There's a bunch of those. There's still
anti-women.
Are those anti-women? If the main character is talking about how he hates women and he kills women, wouldn't that be more anti-women?
Woman at the end.
Woman.
No.
Wait, hang on. If the villain of the movie is hunting women,
let's say you're doing one of those serial killer movies, right? One of those serial killer movies based on a true story where the guy killed a bunch of prostitutes or something like that.
Right.
That an anti-woman movie. And he's like, yeah, I had to kill him because my mother was a prostitute. That trope, which still happens to this day.
That reminds me of the Ted Bundy. That's not anti. Yeah, that's not.
No, but like. A lot of movies where they do like the serial killer trope that the guy has a problem with women are those anti-women movies.
Right.
No, they're not. Is that a question?
Well,
no, they're
not.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not.
But if you look at from the lens of Barbie's an anti-man movie, wouldn't you see those movies as an anti-woman movie?
No.
Not really.
Why?
Because they're victims.
Because it's not what the point they're trying to make. It's not.
Victims are
maybe that's not the point Barbie's trying to make.
Victims are inherently sympathetic.
No. It's not. It's part of the cultural zeitgeist. It's what's happening.
Because
that's why they're talking about it.
Because I haven't seen Barbie, but it could be that Barbie in her world acts a certain way in front of men, and maybe the director and the writer decided, hey, it would be funny. How would she react to real men in the real world, businessmen, different classes of men?
Hey, Daniel,
that could be the thing. It could just be a fish out of the water.
What's up, man? Good to see you.
That's all it could be. But we don't know, and what's being pushed is it's doing this because it's anti-men.
Thanks for sharing, Sean.
Hey,
all right, I appreciate the lively debate.
But not for nothing, the doll Barbie for 50 plus years has been the main focus. Ken has always been a side character.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So they just translated that over to the movie.
That's a very good point.
It's like Raggedy Ann.
Sure.
Axel, if you
nobody
want
cares about
on,
Randy
it's
Andy.
a member stream. The
Right.
link is in the community section on the channel. Okay, so let's get to Grace.
Yeah, I'm curious what Grace has to think.
Not the whole thing, just for where she says.
I already
about
know what
the
she
party
thinks about
poopers.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, we
I
saw
know.
that.
Right.
Can she be a
Well,
party pooper about Oppenheimer?
movie math, where
Oh, boy.
Barbenheimer has finally landed, and it did not
boo,
disappoint.
Grace.
Ooh, yes, it turned out to be the perfect storm indeed.
But doesn't this prove that the industry is alive and well? It's just
Well, no, this proves your point, Max, that if something's good, people will go see it.
yes.
All this crap that everybody knows is coming out on streaming and all this sort of
Well,
thing.
even my good friends have gone with people don't see good movies. That happens occasionally, but overall, I think if you make a really good movie and something fresh, it has to feel fun and fresh.
Fun and fresh. Is
Sounds like a deodorant ad.
Funky fresh.
Right.
I don't
Fun and fresh deodorant.
Fun and fresh deodorant.
People are going to show up. Yeah.
Fun and fresh.
All right. Hey,
Have a
thank
hot
goodness you're
take.
here, Axel. We almost didn't.
Yo,
start.
I've got a really funny video to show you. It's a small
Oh,
clip.
God.
Oh boy.
Not right now. Not right now. but
No,
later.
no, it's really funny.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's what she
All right.
said last time.
Career
man.
Well,
best
I'm into comedy, so let's watch it.
involved, breaking box office records, and if we're lucky, really lucky, teaching Hollywood some important lessons because they do love to stick their head in the sand. Is it pink sand from Barbie? All right, so yes, come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Bring on the cringe. Bring on the cringe.
I
Grace
love
is letting
Grace. I
loose
love
tonight.
I love it.
Yes.
Bring on the
Come on,
cringe.
Barbie. Let's go. Look how excited she is about the movie industry being.
Are you gonna say Oppenheimer was the bomb?
No, she didn't.
I want to.
Oh.
I want to clip that out of Grace and come on, Barbie. Let's go party. Look how happy she is about the movie industry being back.
She posted a picture of herself wearing pink going
Because
to the
it's
Barbie
more
movie.
money for her.
Yes,
oh my
exactly. Well, no,
You're
we should
boss,
be.
Max, so you
all
couldn't see
of
that.
us that are.
I
movie
peeped
I
the
know,
game.
right? I know, right, Daniel? She
Maybe
did.
I
she likes
peeped the game.
movies
She
as
said
much
it.
as
She
Tom
actually really
Cruise.
did say it.
I don't make money off this shit.
I do the small
Lord.
little bit I do.
You think Max pays us around here?
I gotta go.
Mac doesn't
Yeah, that's
pay
what I
us.
thought.
What?
Yeah, he's getting all mad talking about like CEOs and all this kind of stuff. And
Hey,
he's
listen,
like,
you're,
strikes.
you're making
There's
hundreds of
strikes.
thousands of dollars. I make like $200-300 a month.
Okay,
right now.
okay. Let's. Money is a bad, yucky topic. Come on.
I'm making
Yeah, if I made
nothing.
if I
What's
made
your point?
300,000 a year, that'd be a different story.
I put in on this, dude. I wake him up. Shit, where's Brucifer's cut?
Wake him up. Wake
Where's
him
Micah?
up.
Technical difficulties.
You can touch.
Right.
Anthony, you need an icon.
You can play.
Okay.
You can say, I'm
Man, there's
always
like 40
yours.
people on the panel, and we don't even have 20 likes. Come on, everyone. Come on. Okay. Let's hear a little bit more Grace. She's very happy today. It's a
I
great
need to buy
day
a
for
steering
the
wheel.
entertainment industry.
Right.
That was the rallying cry this weekend. And while Barbie certainly helped Oppenheimer, I think it's fair to say that Oppenheimer helped Barbie a little as well. As they thought, I was
Beautiful.
Saying, the saying, a rise
Mutual
from
back
pride,
scratching,
which
I
shall
think.
go.
Beautiful.
Here,
That's
Barbie
picture?
was clearly the juggernaut. But
And this is also something else that I've been saying. They need more IMAX screens.
Well, I mean,
Because-
to be fair, Oppenheimer is the highest rated R movie of the year. Made
Based.
more money, and it's a 3-hour biopic. A 3-hour
Based.
biopic making a lot of money is crazy.
That is
That's
amazing.
the Nolan push.
And that's the Nolan as well.
Yep.
Nolan is a big draw on the box office.
Nolan is an auteur, and people love him. And he's
that's
the
a
of current directors who has a draw like him. Tarantino.
Tarantino, James
Scorsese's not really
Cameron.
making that many movies anymore. You know.
They don't
Well,
make as much
Tarantino,
money.
James Cameron.
Do you think if this
Nolan,
movie
they're
would have
up there.
came out, if Oppenheimer would have came out a different weekend than Barbie, it would have made the same amount of money?
Nope.
Nah, nope. No.
Close.
It wouldn't have had that.
Question.
It wouldn't have had that push.
It wouldn't have that push because people.
Oh,
it became a meme.
I think-
Wait, you guys really think that the Barbieheimer thing is what made more people go
I
see
think-
our Oppenheimer?
Yes.
Well, there
I
was some
think,
people,
I think it contributed
Yes.
something.
some people might have had
Oh,
the Barbie
wow.
sold out.
It-
and saw a different
Oppenheimer
movie or-
blew past expectations. People were not expecting 80s.
Bro, the movie was
Right.
tracking. The movie was tracking a little bit low, and
Very
then
low.
Barbie push it
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, and I could just definitely see some families going, and not everyone in the car is going to go see Barbie. Like, oh, we'll
Yeah,
watch
like
Oppenheimer.
some people seeing Barbie first and then Oppenheimer second. But
That
some
is
people,
nuts.
but some people should watch Oppenheimer. If you want to watch Oppenheimer first, go ahead. So
Who's going to sit in a theater for 3 hours? Good golly.
I mean, Avatar
Man,
made $1 billion. The first one made $1 billion.
And
Yeah,
you-
it doesn't matter how long of a movie is. People's going to see it.
And that
They were-
critique,
yeah.
that critique, Grace said
that critique been around for the last 20 years. Oh,
We know, Sean. We know, Sean. I didn't see either one.
Well, we know, Sean, because you support
We know.
the writers and the actors guild.
We have
know
disagreements with you. I still love you, but no, mine can't either.
Yeah.
I don't go
I
through
could sit through
a
3 hours.
3-hour tour.
You know
Well,
what
I will say this.
Ain't liking that,
WBD and
things
Universal are
yeah,
eating
I
good
know.
this weekend.
Check
out what I'm sharing.
Actually,
Share what I'm
we will in a little bit, Axel. And I
Okay,
got
wait,
some
listen to
groans
this. Listen
I
to
can't
this.
believe
It's really
Barbie
funny.
did what Tom Cruise couldn't. Wow.
Ben, why did you land across the map?
Sorry, I was too busy staring at some beautiful pictures of my sister. I could look at these for
Wait,
hours.
is that just
Come on.
No way.
During
as much as he hates
Barbenheimer
Ben
hype, you're going to do
Shapiro
that during
shitting all over his,
Barbenheimer.
watching his
That's
sisters
messed
out
up.
of
I
line.
don't want to suggest that he's anything.
Oh
with
my
sister.
God.
Well, no, some prick, revenge sexed or whatever, revenge porned his sister's nudes, which is just disgusting.
Ew, no.
Yeah, that's what
Disavow.
What? Why would
Yeah.
you say that?
Disavow.
Well, you didn't hear about that story?
No, I do disavow, but I want to move on from that too because
Yeah.
I already
Disavow. Disavow. Move on. Everyone in the
Yeah.
panel has to disavow. Jeff, I didn't hear you disavow.
Disavow.
Well, I'll say this: Barbie did save WB this year, which good for them because the last 3 movies.
Axel, I love you, but if you want to come back, you can't be playing random stuff like that. I don't.
Yeah, that
I
was-
don't. I'm not a hater.
Don't forget about Hogwarts.
And you're
let's
streaming
play
on
that
Jeff's
channel.
stream also.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to get him banned, Axel? Seriously?
Well, no,
It wasn't enough to get him banned.
You want to get yelled at by Taladia?
No. We just don't. We just don't want to.
Yeah,
I'll
we
let
don't
you in,
wanna
but
have
no
any
more random
problems.
stuff, or I'm gonna bounce for tonight.
All right,
This is all about Barbenheimer.
Yes, Glassy, that's factually correct what you're saying,
Hey,
but
hey,
that
I'm
doesn't excuse it.
Axel,
I
calm
have
down,
a
bro.
I have a question
ain't
for
gone.
I have a question for the panel.
Yes.
If Barbie makes over $1 billion,
is expected
Stop!
to
Don't
make
do
a
that.
billion.
Don't do that. Don't put that pressure on her.
It's going
I want
to.
to listen to what he had to say.
if
might
it
not.
makes over $1 billion, does this actually offset the losses they had with this year's movie so far?
Yes.
No, between that and Hogwarts, don't forget Hogwarts. It was a juggernaut as well for WB.
Yes.
They made something.
I think
Also, well, WB got WB got how you call it Wonka later this year.
Hey, Ray.
I wouldn't count on that one,
December.
guys.
So we'll see. Do I think Wanda will be Wanda? Wonka's gonna be a big hit.
Did a
Maybe.
festival Wanda?
I mean, it's
I
Christmas
don't-
season, and people
Wonka, though?
to watch it. I mean,
Well,
unless
If Mary Poppins wasn't that big, I don't think Wonka
Well,
could
I
do
have
it.
a question for the panel. Does
In
this
terms of money, we have no money.
Oh, that's just for DC projects now.
No.
Barbie projects?
What is
Yes.
Well, if they want to make a Barbie too,
That's the Blue Beetle marketing team.
Barbie's expected to make $1 billion. So
Oh yeah.
I
have no doubt. Based on
Wow.
the beginning.
Barbie's this year's Maverick.
Yeah.
It's
You know,
already passed worldwide.
right now they
300.
should be signing her to a multi-picture deal and letting her be the director of Supergirl, the Woman of
I
Tomorrow.
don't think.
No, I thought you were talking about Margot Robbie.
No.
Margot.
Let me tell you something,
Margot
guys.
Robbie needs to.
This is why.
stick with
This
that
is
Barbie.
why Mattel
that's
saw
right.
this coming, and this is why they pulled that He-Man movie. I'm convinced. now.
I agree.
No,
I agree with Voltaire. I agree with
Yes,
Voltaire.
yes. That's 100%.
The
why.
He-Man, no. The He-Man movie been in development for the last 3-4 years.
Yeah, and they pulled it after $30 million.
Because Netflix
because
is-
they
Netflix-
want this. They want
They're gonna
another
clean
part.
it up.
That one
Yep, they're
has been
gonna
on
clean it up, and now they
They
get
wanna
to
do it
walk.
Hey,
properly.
hold
Yep,
on,
they-
one at a time, everybody, please.
Yes.
That's what it's like.
Netflix did not want to
First
spend
person
over
charge.
$200 million on the He-Man movie. and
Yeah,
that's
so
the
they
reason why
pulled
they
it.
pull it
That's
out.
what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Because now,
That's why they pulled it.
yeah, they pulled it, and now Mattel's
No!
like the hottest.
Oh,
What the hell?
Back up, please. That's amazing, CJH. CJH, you are an artist, my friend. That is
Oh my
wonderful.
God.
We don't need it. We
Oh
don't
my
need it.
God.
TJH,
We don't need
Come
it.
on.
You just yelled at Axel.
We just
Yeah,
talking
come on.
about this.
That's
We
completely
just talking
different.
about this.
That's crazy.
No respect on the stream. No
Barbie,
respect.
I know. I didn't know. I'm Roger
Barbie
Dangerfield up in here.
Okay, okay.
No
Go
respect.
play
You
the
can
video.
touch.
All right.
You can play.
So
Where's the hand of the
can say-
king? I'm just saying.
Brian's checked out. He's like, this is crazy. he's done. He's done.
Yeah.
All right. That's the hand of MMA.
Movie madness. Let's go.
All right. So what I wanted to ask though, with this moment in time for the movie industry, it's thriving when writers and actors are on strike. Will this help negotiations or hurt, or what is this? What impact, or if any, does this have on the current situation with the strike?
As I said,
none. Brian, you think none?
None.
I
think studios are seeing that there's money that could still be made. A lot of money. Records could be broken. So yes, they're gonna want to. I think it puts a little pressure on them. It's like, all right, we need to get people back to work.
I do think part of it, Greta, but part of the charm of the movie is actual people, not AI or CG.
Welcome back, Zeno.
Yeah, original. If you make original stuff, no movie to a sequel, stuff like that, people's going to see it.
Actually,
original stuff. That's
Peter Gunn was on one of these cable news shows, and he made a really good point. He's like, none of the, because I think this is more about streaming, from what I understand with these strikes. And he said none of these people will open their books, and there's a reason for that. You know what I mean? So, I don't know how much of an impact this will have. I really feel like.
Bounce.
I think the studio's hand, where they were saying, well, we don't make as much money, I think that's kind of thrown out the window with some of these success stories this year.
Well, I mean,
they can't cry, oh, the industry doesn't make any money.
Right.
We don't have the money to give you what we, how Bob Iger was crying. I think it does have some impact there.
And they won't show their streaming numbers. This is the only hard evidence that you have.
Yeah.
Not every movie needs to be a sequel, stuff like that. So, like, if you make original stuff, people's going to see it, like Barbie, Oppenheimer, and stuff. What Sean is saying, yeah.
IPs are still successful, Sean.
Oh, there'll be a Barbie too.
Mario's an IP, Barbie's an IP, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse IP, Oppenheimer's not really an IP. It's just
it's
horrible.
That's Nolan.
Wait, Sean, is this Sean admitting?
Nolan's a product.
What about Indiana Jones?
Ray is 100% right, though. No, it's so timely, given the state of affairs in the world, that we have a movie about that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no. Oppenheimer is very
about that.
About making of the bomb, or how it became. Yeah, that is very impactful.
That's great, Ray. I can't wait for. Hopefully, you do a.
Who put that?
Right, you seen Oppenheimer, right?
CJH, calm down.
But I know the history behind it, like forward and backwards, 15 times over. Yeah,
it is good scene. I like more. I hope more directors does more historical stuff to teach these people and teach this younger generation about this stuff, because this is
to not take nuclear weapons for granted.
Oh no,
you know what I mean?
So it's not a joke.
That's the biggest thing. I feel like people don't remember the fear or know the fear.
Oliver Stone does the best historical movies.
Barbie. To be fair, Barbie isn't a new IP.
No,
been around for,
no, Barbie been around for a long time.
It's part of a franchise. Just because it hasn't been a live action Barbie doesn't mean it's not part of a franchise.
I mean, it's like the Turtles. The Turtles been around for a long time too.
You know,
it's part of the.
I'm Turtles.
No, Hiroshima, Jeffrey. None of that.
It's part of the. It's part of the cinematic universe that was started back in.
Say what? What was that again? I can. You said Shima.
I said, oh no, Jeffrey in the chat asked if Hiroshima was in the movie. It's not.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, it's not. It's not. This movie would probably be banned in a lot of countries.
No, why would it be banned?
That's
It would. It probably would.
wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, but no, they didn't show it. People say they didn't show that. No.
There's a reason why.
Yeah, there's a reason
I
why.
mean, it's the same reason that they didn't have the killing of what's his name, Lincoln, at the end of Lincoln.
Yeah.
It was an artistic choice.
The one where he hunts vampires?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's
A lot of artistic choices in that one.
Let's where she calls out the party poopers.
The word I'd use. No.
Wouldn't have been as special if it wasn't going up against or releasing the same weekend as Oppenheimer, because people took different approaches to this motion picture event. So yes, I think both films would have been fine on their own, but they wouldn't be as special as they are. Creating such an amazing moment in pop culture, forget cinema, pop culture history, that it compelled even the most casual moviegoer to head to their local multiplex. I'm sure Hollywood is wondering, how can we do this again? But this, I'm not quite sure. Remember, this came out of spite for Warner Brothers trying to hurt Christopher Nolan. And it became just such a beautiful thing. And Hollywood didn't dream up this.
Is that why they picked the same weekend?
No, well, Christopher Nolan asked them, "Can you move up the release date?" And they say no. So but they help each other. I think Christopher Nolan.
I mean, they have number crunchers.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan should be happy because they already made back the budget of Oppenheimer. Back. So the budget, your budget for the Oppenheimer was $100 million.
It would have been funny if WB said no.
I do.
You'll thank us later.
Yeah, you could thank us later. Like your movie, make a lot of money this week, so thank us. Yeah.
All right.
And plus, I think
the internet did it. It's a little bit like the grimace shake trend on TikTok.
Oh my God.
So I think sometimes
they're probably gonna make a horror movie about that shake.
Well, we're gonna. I think there are definitely some things to take away from that. We're going to but I'm curious as to how you think this could ever possibly be repeated, or at least tried to be.
Matt, Sean won the link.
Now, because of the marketing.
All right.
Yeah.
The member stream, but I'm sure we have a member there that will vouch for Sean.
Sure, I mean, Sean.
Do we though? No.
Depends on which ones.
Kidding.
All right, let me set the.
Okay, no, but this is history. This is the number 4 movie in history to make a lot of money at the box office. Both movies, Infinity War and Endgame and Infinity War is number 1 and 2. And then Star Wars is number 3, and this is number 4.
I know, Sean. I know.
Wow,
that's why we rock.
I love it.
49ers fans.
Man, release Batgirl now. Now's the time.
Y'all should win a championship soon.
Batgirl will do better.
Yeah, I was very close a couple years ago. Very close.
I know. This year we got close. I'm just not going to make my hopes up.
Close. Yeah, I got close.
See, I knew Rhea would. Yes, Rhea wields her sword of power from the panel.
Well, you can't
from the chat section.
Wait,
will you be doing reviews of these movies on your channel?
Yeah,
I was just gonna make him sweat it out a bit. What the hell's wrong with you guys?
Well, no, different sort of power member gave me, That's great.
I forgot to graphic that really.
God damn it! I can't even bust balls around here without you guys making it not funny. God,
talk about busting balls. Here's Sean.
The grass. I forgot that Ridley Scott is doing the Einstein movie, and then
Sean.
I forgot about
the
that.
theater was fire today. There were so many people there. It was a beautiful thing.
I'm excited. I mean, I'm happy. I mean, I'm not going to see the movies, but I'm so happy that people are. And I do think that Barbie is a little bit of a fluke. I think opening weekend is going to be its big cheese, and it's probably going to fall off pretty hard next weekend.
Oh no, you're going full Shapiro.
No.
I just
what
don't
I'm
imagine
saying
people
is
going back.
What I'm saying is the people that wanted to go see Barbie, the people that bought into Barbie, went and saw it this weekend. Bought into the campaign. This is not a movie like Star Wars where people will watch it and go back 5, 6, 7 times.
What about The Little Mermaid? What if it's a movie like The Little Mermaid?
People were dressed up. It was an event, Sean. It was. I disagree on you. I respectfully disagree.
And the thing about Oppenheimer is it's kind of a Debbie Downer. So
that's not a repeat viewer.
It's just not going to get the repeat business, but I'm glad that it's made its money. I think it needs to make almost 180 million to break even. So it's at 170 million over 170 million worldwide right now. Yeah. So
I respect your opinion, but I completely disagree on this one from what I've seen just at the theater. I might see it next week, and me and my cousin are going, and we might see Oppenheimer or Barbie.
Go.
And there was people that couldn't even see it today because it sold out.
No,
they got turned away.
Like,
well,
I
listen,
was looking for seats, and everywhere was sold out. Like,
look, I mean, obviously, the reason I'm not like rushing out to go see the movies, and I joke all the time, but I don't like sitting through 3-hour movies. I just don't. Not in the theater. Not with 15 minutes of previews on top of that. So you get 3 hours and 45 minutes, and I'm just kind of like, this is one Oppenheimer. I'd rather sit and pause at the house and get up and do something and come back to it. As far as Barbie, it's not a new IP, because they've had the dolls since the 60s or whatever, but it is a new IP. It's a new IP based on a feature film, a live action adaptation. So, I mean, there's been CGI Barbie series that you can stream, that kids have been watching for years. Yeah. But I think people's, the major audience for this is women. They've come out in droves for this, which we've seen where movies like
Women in Perp, please.
No, like the Kirsten Stewart, vampires with sparkles
Twilight
kind of
movies,
thing.
man.
Twilight. I saw those too.
Those things were huge. And then like
Hunger Games.
Titanic was another one that had constant viewers of young teenage girls that would go back and back and back and back. And that put that over the edge. But I still think, like, I know everyone's talking about it hitting $1 billion. I think it's probably going to end up somewhere around 650 to 750 million. But I will say that it needs to make $2 billion plus to get Warner Brothers in the black in any way, shape, or form. They've lost so much money based on the films that they've released this year that this one movie can't save them.
I mean, the movies,
even with the tax cuts from
with the tax write-offs and all that stuff, it's just not. I don't see Warner Brothers getting profitable again until probably 2025.
Do they share like the video game division? Do they share the profits too? Because the Hogwarts Legacy game,
they do. They own
tremendous
those companies.
as well.
They own them.
They own them, but they're separate companies underneath them. Just like ESPN is separate from Disney, even though Disney owns that. Disney owns 250 different companies underneath its own banner. Same thing with Warner Brothers Discovery, but it's a big shell game with all that kind of stuff. But if they can show that Warner Brothers theatrical division is losing money, they'll be able to write off a lot of stuff and offset the billions they've made in the Hogwarts video games, because they'll say that, well, we didn't make money here, but we made money here, and then it's going to be bounced out to zero.
Their money back would be that. Oh, Daniel, okay.
Yeah. But Sony, I think, is the big winner of the year. I mean, they've just crushed it, and I think the Gran Turismo is going to do well for Sony as well. So I'm interested. I think Sony is going to be the one that wins the entire year.
I don't know about Kraven the Hunter. That's not going to make money. I'm sorry.
Well, we'll see.
That Sony universe is dead. The Sony movies of Marvel characters is dead.
Yeah, but they still made money.
Even with R-rated. Oh yeah, you made Kraven R-rated. Yeah, okay. You could have used that character for Tom Holland. Actually, you could have used that character for Black Panther that Brian Coogler asked for, and Kevin Feige went to your office and y'all say no to him to his face. But it's typical Sony. But Insidious made money for them on a budget of $16 million. So Sony's doing good.
Yeah.
So they're doing fine. That thing's like number 3.
Hang on, don't they own the rights to Last of Us? I think what Sean is talking about is they don't have their own streaming platform that they make it in other places and then sell it to everybody instead of having to support their own platform.
Yeah, that's the reason why they don't have a streaming service, because they could sell it to other people.
Well, I think that was what Sean's point.
Yeah. And when you look at I don't know if you guys remember, but I had said early on in the year that Netflix was going to be the Cinderella story of the year, and it looks like they are. I don't know if you saw any of the numbers that came out, but they're the only streaming platform making money.
I'm not surprised, because they have films overseas that does very well on Netflix.
Yeah,
they have they're the only studio that could survive for a long time because they have a huge contract overseas. So it's not surprised.
Yeah. So again, like when you look at the streaming platforms, all of them are still, I think even Disney said by late 2024, 2025, they'll be in the black, but they already knew that. They were saying that several years ago, because I remember freaking out when Netflix quite a few years ago had borrowed $17 billion to make new content. And I was like, how are they ever going to do that and make that up? But they did. And so I think a lot of them, even the billions that Disney spent on Star Wars content, it's all going to catch up to itself. It's a slow burn. It makes for great 24-hour news cycles when everybody just bashes they're losing all this money, but see, they're all playing the long game. They're not playing the short game.
I mean, even a couple of years ago when Netflix lost a lot of the rights to those Marvel shows, which they could have paid for, because when Marvel was asking, and Disney just pay the license fee and we give it back to you. They're like, no, we good. We don't. Let's just end all these Marvel shows with that.
What movie comes out next that would even compete with this stuff?
You know what's weird? I'm reading that Disney's so far the most profitable studio of 2023 so far.
Oh yeah, because they're number one. They're number one.
3.4 billion. 3.4 billion despite bombs and ahead of Universal and Sony.
They're number one. They're number one.
But that's because they've put out more movies. Yeah. So,
even WB Discovery is licensed some of the products from Netflix. Really?
Yeah, but hey, I want to get people's takes when it comes to Barbie, because I'm not out to rush to see it. I understand everything behind it, the messages that it's portraying about, with the Kens are really like the Barbies of the world, not given opportunities, where all the people in Barbie world are all the Supreme Court justices and all that. I get all that, and I applaud what they're doing with the property. I just don't like the color pink. I'm not a Barbie guy. So like me, I'm not rushing out to see this thing. It's just not, it's just nothing against anything. And Margot Robbie, I know this is a weird take, but I'm not into Margot Robbie as far as like an actress and all that stuff. There's nothing that I've seen her do that has impressed me.
I actually agree with that take.
And so for me, like, I'm not like, oh, I got to go see Margot Robbie be Barbie. I mean, and
she was decent as Tanya Harding, but
yeah, that was good.
I liked her, Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn was okay.
No, I like
everyone be calm and chill tonight on this member train. Just a reminder.
I think Margot Robbie's a good actress. I enjoy her movies, what she does with Tarantino, a couple other movies that she does with other directors. I think she's great if you give her a great script. Her last couple of movies.
Let's not get crazy, Ray.
Well, that
last couple of movies didn't do well at the box office, but this one is doing very well for her, which is good for her.
Well, look, I know this is going to be a hot take, but like the Hollywood, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I didn't like. I didn't like that Tarantino film. She was in that, and she played Sharon Tate, and the best part about it was she barely spoke in the whole movie. I mean, for me, because it was more eye candy. They talked more about the fact that in the theater scene when she put her feet up on the chair that her feet were dirty. That was the big thing that was a meme. About.
That was a
meme. They didn't talk about.
I think they've carried on the joke in this movie about her feet or something.
Yeah,
Feetheimer.
I mean, does that really? Ooh, I don't know. She just doesn't. It's not someone I gravitate towards. It's just like I'm not a fan of Chris Pratt.
How dare you, sir?
Even though
that's my Mario.
No, listen, I like.
Why do you hate America?
No. I liked all the Jurassic Worlds, but I just didn't like him. I liked all of them. I liked the dinosaurs. I liked the action sequences. I'm just not a Chris Pratt.
He would have saved Indiana Jones. I'll tell you that right now.
No, he wouldn't have.
Yeah,
I don't think
so. Wait, who Indiana Jones? Chris Pratt?
Indiana Jones couldn't have saved Indiana Jones.
People love Chris Pratt. The ladies love
Chris Pratt is the $1 billion guy. Like,
no, I'm not saying. But see, I don't even like him as Star-Lord, and I'm.
come on.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. You're really pushing the boundaries.
I agree with that.
What was the show that Chris Pratt was on TV? Was it Community?
Yeah,
no, Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
I never liked him back then.
Yeah, Parks and Rec.
Whoa! So me, I'm just not a Chris Pratt fan. That's it. That's all there is. It's like I see.
Why are you anti-men?
It's like I suffered through that movie, The Passengers, with Chris Pratt because I like Jennifer Lawrence. I'm a Jennifer Lawrence fan. If Jennifer Lawrence,
Jennifer Lawrence. Oh man.
if Jennifer Lawrence was Barbie, I'd go see Barbie.
Oh hell no, I'm good.
If Amy Schumer was Barbie, I'd probably see that.
So we're missing the headline here. EVS disagrees with Ben Shapiro and gave Barbie an A+. Everybody.
I don't. It's hard to say if he's trolling or not, though. I think I saw him somewhere else saying it was a good movie, though. I think so. It's always hard to tell with him.
That's a show where the meme comes
What
from.
was Grace was gonna say? Like what she was gonna say, Max? Grace?
Parks and Recs.
Oh, about Grace?
Yeah, like.
I just wanted to get to the part where she's calling out the party poopers.
Oh, man.
Let's do it.
And how things unfolded, in some ways, quite unfortunately, on social media. People also felt that they were saying something with their ticket purchases this weekend. Some were supporting cinema.
That
a
happened all
double
the
feature,
time.
either same day or same weekend, with Barbie and Oppenheimer. And then some
I'm so
decided to
tired of
support the
internet
movie they felt
hyperbole.
best reflected themselves, with, just like Barbie, a bit of a gender war breaking out at the multiplex. Fascinatingly, Barbie and Oppenheimer mirrored each other in many ways. Critic scores, audience scores. They split premium screens. Remember, we were worried at first. Barbie could only get one Dolby showing a day, but the pre-sales were so strong it drank Tom Cruise's milkshake. But Barbie got Dolby and Oppenheimer got IMAX. So two movies could survive same weekend, which was interesting to see.
Told you, Max,
Usually a
Dan
movie
reckoned it
takes
was not
both.
making $1 billion.
And they even mirrored each other in the gender divide, although, of course, female to male.
Ooh, that's
On
very
Friday,
good.
as I tweeted,
Damn.
Barbie was 71% female, but settled down over the weekend to an encouraging 68%, which I think, is a good potential sign for the weeks ahead. Now, it's perfectly natural that some people would like one movie over the other, myself included. But it was disheartening to see all the last-minute hate against Barbie online when what the movie was really like was revealed. As I've been telling you for months, they've kept that hidden in the ad campaign, and thank goodness. And maybe that was part of it because, the hate campaign was as intense as expected, but it came out of nowhere at last minute, and everybody
you
was
tricked
already
us
on
into
the
watching a
train.
Barbie
So
movie,
instead, everybody
damn
seemed
you.
like a party pooper who
What's
came
the-
out
what?
against the movie. Party Pooper, if you've ever seen Partysaurus Rex. What a great animated short. But anyway,
Pooper. That's
no,
what you call
people
it.
who didn't like
Can we just go
Oppenheimer
back to
or
a
felt
time
there were
where
issues with
people
it certainly didn't
assume the
campaign
fact that they're,
against the movie.
grown individuals and just watch movies, whether or not people tell you to go watch them or not?
I think that's too much to ask.
I know,
Yes.
I know. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Flop that on your chin for a second.
Well,
No, did she just? I got a
trying to
question.
flop something on somebody's chin.
Did
Jeez,
she
Brian.
just?
Damn
Did
right.
she just? Wait a minute. Let me finish my
Hear what I
sentence.
said?
Did she just reference the party pooper from Toy Story short?
Not that I'm aware of.
That was a hot take.
I will
Christy
say,
Mayer liked it. There you go.
I will say this. I don't know if you guys have been looking at the box office, but Elemental did 18 million worldwide this past weekend. For a movie that has come out so long ago, it did the same amount that Mission Impossible did. It's actually got some really good legs, and I've been extremely pleased because it was a really good movie. And I think the marketing on it was just horrible when it came out.
I think it's getting word of mouth.
But the
now.
word of mouth is just amazing.
I just did a review on it
gonna
today,
end-
Sean. I was
it's gonna-
pleasantly surprised. Yeah.
It's gonna end at 500 million. So they pretty much Pixar should be happy. Pixar's happy. And Disney was
All right,
happy over
have a good night, bro.
So, they should be happy about Elemental like doing well at the box office.
I was thinking like a 7 or 8, and by the end of the movie, it was a 9 for me. Just to give you a spoiler, you should still watch my review. But I was like really surprised. The ending's the best part. Like I think that's the best part of the movie, the last third.
Yeah, it was really good. I was just kind of looking at the box office because that's one of the things that I do. And, I think all of the films, as much as people want to hate, all these movies are doing really well this year. Like it's a slow burn. The Sound of Freedom is still blowing my mind at $124 million.
Yeah, with the free tickets. Yeah, free tickets.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not all of it. There's people paying their hard-earned money for it.
There is.
Sure.
And I'm not afraid to make fun of it either. I'm just the only thing people I'm making fun of are the people that like the devil himself tried to stop me from seeing this movie and shut the theater down. Okay, it got distribution. No one's trying to stop.
Yeah, wouldn't the theaters just not play it?
Yeah. So
just turn
a
off
lot
the air
of theaters are
conditioner?
just janky. Ask CJH. He in Canada, it's got enough problems in Canada, but he goes to a movie and it stops playing. That's just some old theaters are like that. That's all.
Yeah. And I mean, and I just want to throw out that The Little Mermaid's been out for 8 weeks, 2 months, and it's done $556 million. I just don't think there wasn't enough for kids to go see this year. And I feel like people are going to see these things, and we got to stop judging stuff on opening weekend. The whole thing is just, people just need to stop doing that.
Just enjoy watching movies. That's it.
Yeah. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, 675 million worldwide.
And it's ended and it's gonna end at 700 worldwide, which is great. It made double the money from the original, which is amazing.
Well, Sean, I'm counteracting you. I'm going to the theaters more lately. I subscribe to A-List, AMC. I already got my money's worth.
I never
in 1
got
week.
Oh, I'm interested. You subscribe.
And they do 3D and IMAX showings too. I was shocked.
Well, the thing is, I'm glad that you're doing that. I don't pay for movies. I have a friend that runs a movie theater, and I go see everything for free, but which is a perk. But the thing is, it's like,
that's a good friend.
He's a good friend. I've known him for a long time, but it's one of these deals where everybody wants like something to happen in the first 24 hours to prove their point on things. And I just keep telling people, you just got to wait. But for me, I think the film industry is going to be fine here. I think by November, I think all the strike stuff will be over by November. That's what my people in LA are telling me. And then you're going to have a full fall year of nothing but reality TV until people can get back into production.
And then people are going to welcome back.
We'll get Batgirl out there.
Any news on Batgirl?
Nah, that movie's dumb.
Man, I saw a tweet saying there's incoming Batgirl news tomorrow.
BBC America shows are going to be where it's at, guys. Think about it.
I mean, hey, telenovela, those Spanish.
I mean, look at
everybody.
CBS is taken from Paramount Plus Yellowstone and throwing it on regular TV. They're going to have to edit it.
Even Disney's doing that with Marvel as well.
Yeah, but they're only doing a couple of episodes of a show just to kind of go by Disney Plus.
They should have done WandaVision. I think they should have done WandaVision because there's 9 episodes.
It's been out already.
Aren't they putting all of Miss Marvel on ABC?
But see, once they take all of a season like that, 6 episodes or whatever, and they drop it on network TV, then they got to pay all the actors.
They got to pay them back
residuals. Which is what they
need it for the movie coming out soon for Miss Marvel. They need to introduce that character.
Well, also, they're making a disc of WandaVision with no, like, why were you making
still box with no disc?
Yeah, like, come on, for like, what's it cost? Like $20, $25. Like, get out of here with Disney with that nonsense. Like, with no disc.
Oh, I could so see Max getting duped into buying one of those.
Definitely.
It's a steelbook digital copy, guys.
I mean, if Disney was smart, they would take all their MCU shows and put it in one box set.
You know what they're doing,
I agree.
Sean? I think
they should do that. They should do that.
Once they're finished with the saga, with the multiverse saga, they're gonna release this huge box set, and they're gonna have every TV show there as this and stuff like that. That's what they're waiting on. That's what Disney. They did it with the Infinity Saga.
The anthology.
Yep. They're going to do that.
I want to cover
Star
this
Treks every
because
year. I got to update it.
Remember, everyone was saying it was a flop, and I think people are waiting to see on Pixar.
It's not a flop. It's going to It's going to end at 500.
It's very interesting the way it's doing. There's some other movies there that are just steadily making money. They're not.
Matt, I told you Dead Reckoning will not make $1 billion. I told you that.
All right.
not a
thanks.
movie
I told you that too.
worth me.
I know. Thank you, everyone. I'll
I
take
told the
L.
world.
I'll take the L.
Tom
Yeah,
Cruise is gonna
I-
keep it in the theater till it makes $1 billion.
I told you,
So
Tom,
facts.
I
Top
kept
Gun
saying
will be
Tom Cruise is not
Top Gun
Barbie.
will be Tom Cruise only $1 billion movie in his career. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's going to pass the 300 million mark. I helped do that. That's another reason I went. I'm like, it's still making a little bit of money.
Good job, man. You can pat yourself on the back for that matinee price.
Yeah, the other reason is like pals like Brucifer and everyone call me a Pixar hater just because I'd be like, it's not as magical as it used to be. I mean, they're good movies, but this one also was very. I think it pushed special effects a little bit forward more than some of the other Pixar releases.
About Toy Story, dude. Come on now.
No, but they also used to push special effects more, and using the different elements. That this is something different. Yeah.
I agree. Like in the scene in Star Trek II Wrath of Khan, where they're showing the Genesis device, they were really pushing special effects.
Yeah,
but like Toy Story 4, no, not so much.
No, but what they did with Elemental, if you look at Ember, they kind of incorporated a little bit of that into the Spider-Verse, like drawing. It almost looks like watercolor type stuff inside the characters. And I think, and when you look at that other movie that's coming out, Wish, that looks like they took a blend of can we make it look like a comic book,
not just the
not
CG.
CGI.
I wonder
CG
how much
human
Wish is going to make in November. That's going to be a good test in November because you have you have a lot of movies. You got the Marvels. You got
Wish looks like it's gonna be a good one.
I think Wish is going to be good.
Yeah.
You got
You want Rhea says she wants Bugs
Hunger
Life.
Games
guys.
movie.
Bugs Life is one of my favorite Pixar movies. It's very underrated.
Yeah, I like Bugs Life as well, Rhea.
Yeah.
I have the PlayStation game too as well.
And this is a very good 3D film too. Like there's not many movies that I would say see in 3D. If you can, before it leaves theaters, it might only be in the theater another week or so. The 3D was definitely worth it.
No, if it keeps making money like Guardians did, it will stay in theaters for like 90 days.
Yeah, and again, guys, it's real movie math is this, because I used to run movie theaters for like 6 or 7 years, from 1991 to 1997, 98. And so what happens is the first 2 weeks a movie is out, it's an 80-20 split. So 80% goes back to the studios, 20% goes of every dollar, 20 cents goes to the theaters. Now it's like that for 2 weeks. Then the next 2 weeks, it turns into 70-30. Then the next 2 weeks, it goes to 60-40 until that's why movies, they love to keep them in the theater, and they started building 16 plexes because the movies will premiere in the bigger screens. Then as they keep going out in release, they move to the smaller screens. By the time they're in the smaller screens, they have a smaller audience, but the theater companies have a bigger share of the ticket price. So that's why they make all their money off concessions, and that's why concessions are so expensive. So the longer a movie's out, and the more money the theater chains make. So Elemental is crushing it right now for the theaters. So they're going to want to pay the booking fee to keep those movies in the 16 plexes, even if it's in the smaller screens, because it's money. So,
just like Guardians was in theaters for a long ass time.
What other movie was inching up? Like it's still making decent. What other movie is out right now that's like, oh, it's still making money?
Well, The Little Mermaid just fell out of the top 10, and it just, and I think it's on digital soon. I think they just were running commercials next month.
Let's check on
same
that.
with Across the Spider-Verse is gonna end at 700 million. It's gonna be in digital next month. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me bring that box office
and
up.
Don't be surprised if something like Indiana Jones and a couple of these other ones that are still struggling. Don't be surprised if Disney decides to re-release them over Christmas.
That would be smart for them to do that.
That would be smart.
556 million worldwide. It's not bad.
Not bad.
And you think about all the soundtracks you sold for having
are you kidding me? Oh, they made so much money on the ancillary, stuff.
And
not the toys so much.
They make money for merchandise as well. They make a ton of money.
Yeah, I mean, we just bought a T-shirt for my daughter of the Little Mermaid, the new version, and we also, but we're having trouble finding toys. There's not a lot of the doll stuff.
That
anywhere,
is right.
which is really weird. I thought that there would have been a lot of it, but You know,
Probably by they probably. I mean, once they hit digital, they'll probably announce more toys and stuff.
yeah.
Here's
And also,
Destiny.
once the movie hit on Disney Plus, it's gonna be successful as well. So it's gonna be Indiana Jones. I mean, it's good. Once they hit Disney Plus, it's gonna be good and digital as well. They're gonna make their money back from it.
Yeah, and wait till they release Indiana Jones to Netflix. They'll probably get $80 million to give it to Netflix. See that's where people don't think that they're gonna release the movie in other places. And then it's network television premiere. Whoever bids on that, whatever network's going to bid on that, and I guarantee they're not going to just drop it on ABC because Disney owns ABC. They're going to let another network take that. Absolutely, because they're going to want the money.
I could see Indiana Jones doing very well for digital, and it's only from my perspective. That one is one that I'm waiting for. That I'm gonna pay for digital.
I actually want physical media because I've got the box set, the Blu-ray box set. I want the Blu-ray copy of this.
4K, the remaster ones. You got the remaster ones?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, yep.
That's impressive.
Yeah, physical is much better though, because when you have.
Yeah,
it's unfortunately that their reckoning is not making that much.
Look at international though.
International's crushing it, and it's going to continue to crush it internationally.
Damn.
Well, it has the A, so it's gonna have good legs regardless.
Do you think Tom Cruise sort of saw this coming? Because I saw him promote this like crazy. He was over in my neck of the woods, like in a theater that I never thought he would never go to back in the day. He was over there like promoting. I was like, "What's he doing?"
Well,
there?
he asked what was it the guild people and said, "Hey, I want to keep promoting this movie. Will you let me?" He's like, "No."
Well, just keep in mind he's not just starring in it; he is a producer on the film
as well.
And so he gets not only acting money, but he gets producing money big time too. And the other thing is he wanted it to be successful, and I think he wanted a lot of those premium IMAX screens, even though it wasn't a true IMAX movie, but he really thought it was going to do well in IMAX, and they're not getting it. And I think in the end, if you talk to Tom, he'll blame any success that it didn't make, which I still think it's going to be successful. It's going to make money, but I think what they'll do is they'll blame it on IMAX. They'll say we didn't get enough IMAX screens.
Also, they're already filming Dead Reckoning Part 2. They say that Christopher McQuarrie say on the premiere that a couple weeks ago that it's like we 40% almost with the movie. So
did he pull a Vin Diesel and say there's going to be 3 now?
Nah,
no.
I think Part 2 is going to be the last one, unless if we want to keep making 5 more movies. But
Well, he said he'd make these Mission Impossible films till he was 80.
Oh my gosh, Jesus Christ!
Wow.
But I really think like Haley Atwell's I think they're teeing her up.
At that point, it's called Mission Critical Care.
Oh, she should have. She should have her own spin-off. She should have a spin-off of herself.
Yeah, just let the IMF send her out on missions.
Yeah, come on, like Tom Cruise. I know you own the franchise, but let's have a couple of spin-offs. If Fast and Furious is going to have a female spin-off and a couple spin-off, just let these have spin-offs.
Yeah, that's true. Where's Jeremy Renner's character at? What's he doing?
I'm sorry, Bruce.
That is
Zeno's
true.
like
I
a
was
super
wondering,
fan
where
now that he
was he?
sees you on camera.
Hey,
He's loving you.
What's up, man?
Well, he's a good-looking man. What do you want?
I know. Zeno's.
The same Jeremy character might be in the next one. So
I think he simped for Bruce
Oh,
for a little bit.
Guys, listen to this. This is for my friend
He's used to
Daniel.
that, Bruce, for looking at him.
Does anyone?
I have no idea what you guys are referring to.
With the silky smooth voice,
People
puts
love
the
you.
bass in
People
it,
love
bro.
you.
He's like, yeah, that's right.
Does anyone?
He's got that wood paneling on the side, that fake wood like the decor. It's like it's looking good over there.
Do you got your Cavassier cognac brandy?
Big Trace.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Never seen Leon Phelps?
Good one, Daniel.
Am I the only one who likes Brian's references to these old comedies? Like how he's able to pull them up like it's nothing. I mean,
I have to say, I know this I know this is a troll on Twitter, but I would totally buy this figure.
What?
Hold on, I gotta show you. I think figure drawing, or I think Voltaire already knows.
I'm telling you, that was
Is it the?
oh, I know what it is. I was gonna post it too.
I would totally buy this.
Here is Max on Twitter. Everybody, get ready.
What are you buying?
Yeah,
Max
turn it to
on
Hobbs
the
and Shaw.
I want to see it.
No, this
Hide
is
the
world class
cosplayers,
BS
Max.
that made this. They were got
Hide the
known for
cosplayers.
world class BS got popular
hell?
during
That's
the Last
hilarious.
Jedi, where they
Dude, I
said
want that.
Tico toys were on. So,
So
they
Max
did,
has a video.
They did
Catherine
Disney
Kennedy as a
Legacy
Sith
Destroyers collection.
Lord.
Kathleen Kennedy Sith Lord. I actually think they should put her in a movie.
I would
every once in a
white
while,
out
Max,
destroyer.
you
I
can
put
agree with
Legacy
that.
I like
Viagra.
these guys. See, they
I'm
like it.
here
Well,
to
doesn't
spread the
doesn't
message.
doesn't George Lucas has his own toys as well?
I've
So-
seen some George Lucas figures out there.
Yeah,
too.
so
Yeah.
I mean, what? I
Or,
mean, she could.
honestly,
You
we know
know,
this is a joke,
I'm really
but would you
digging
buy
the
this?
doc-
I would buy
Yes, yes, I
Oh
would
my
buy
god,
it.
I would buy the
And
hell
I'm
out
a,
of it.
and I'm a
I
huge
would,
Kathleen Kennedy
I
fan.
would buy 3. Two
It's like
Dude, she looks
Jill
awesome.
Patrick
to play with.
Dude,
She
Sith
does
is
look cool.
awesome. She looks base.
She looks like a real villain here. Like,
Looks like herself.
I like good stuff. Thanks.
Well, from my side, you're a villain.
Oh, from my perspective, you're
Yeah.
the villain. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the line.
Hey, I did want to circle back to a question that was in the chats that asked if Tom Cruise owned any part of like the IP for Mission Impossible. He doesn't. All the rights are exclusively owned by Paramount. But he has made an estimated $70 to $100 million off the entire franchise. So as a producer and actor, he's crushing it. So that's why he wants to probably keep making them.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the plane.
Here's a question, Daniel. See right there, my friend.
Yeah.
Man,
I
can
mean,
you imagine if
it's
he does a Legend sequel, Tom Cruise Legend sequel, if he brings that one back?
What about
See, here-
Cocktail?
that will never happen.
But here's the
I know,
problem. Like,
I know, but it would
like
be
No
cool.
problem.
all these actors, like Harrison Ford doing Han Solo, and then Blade Runner, and then Indiana
Mhm.
Jones. Like, do we really want to keep seeing these actors bring back these old characters? 30, 40 years later. I mean, I think with what we're seeing now with Indiana Jones and with I think people are just going, all right, it's time to move on. Give us new stuff. Look at Oppenheimer and Barbie. It's like the new IPs. Like, give us new stuff. People want to watch the new shiny toy. They want to see the new shiny toy.
I think it's a mix. I think the problem with Indiana Jones and Han Solo is that they were a little too old. Tom Cruise still looks fine, still like, is still in a good age. Versus
Play a
that.
spy. A spy could be in this.
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Still in his prime.
Yeah, and I agree. The fact that it takes 12 to 18 years between each Indiana Jones, the last films, it's like, guys, come on, man. Like Marvel can crank out movies quicker than that. They should have cracked those stories sooner.
They could have made this one
he's
back in
not wrong.
20. They could have
They
made
had
this
all
one
this time to
probably a
make an
long time
Indiana
ago.
Jones movie, and they did not. So
Well,
yeah.
I found a James Gunn article that's a positive one.
Right. Yay.
Awesome.
We all love James Gunn over
James
here.
Gunn's DCU is perfect. Let's see what our takes are. Perfectly
Well,
positioned.
this from
to plant
IGN.
Marvel.
I saw this earlier.
And here's why. Comic-Con 2023.
You
Haven't
really
we
want to
learned?
hear what I have to think about this? I'm honored.
I think you need
Haven't
a
we?
fresh
Haven't we?
perspective. Go ahead.
Haven't we learned from Barbenheimer not to like
Sorry.
one over the other? Can't they all like sort of
Coexist.
help each other in their own way?
Help each other,
In the words of Waldo Faldo. Can we all see a song?
Well, I believe by 2025 that James Gunn will beat the MCU.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they still got Dr.
Yeah,
Doom in
he
their
will.
belt.
I really
Because
believe
there
it.
won't be anything left.
Once the X-Men comes, we'll see about that.
Yeah,
We're saying he's.
I think it's going to be healthy competition.
Is it
Honestly,
going to come out
sometimes-
by 2025?
I think it's going to be like sometimes DC's doing better, sometimes Marvel's doing better, and then I guess if you want a number crunch at the end of the year, Marvel won one year, but it's going to be close. It's going to be great.
If Bob Iger,
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
If Bob Iger see a decline with Marvel, he's going to reboot the whole universe.
No.
That'd be cool.
If there is a decline in Marvel, you're going to see Robert Downey Jr. get paid $80 million to come back to be Iron Man again in some sort of multiverse thing, and they're going to bring him back, and they're going to bring Chris Evans back. Then they're going to recycle those guys, and the fans will go nuts if
They got
do
a
it.
perfect way to bring Chris
They're
Evans
gonna pay.
back, though.
They could pay Robert Downey
Human
Jr. $1 billion.
Torch.
Dude, if they do that, dude, Robert Downey Jr.
They
Disney
bring him
has
back
the
for
money.
Fantastic Four, baby.
Disney has the money. What if they paid? Do you think if they paid Robert Downey Jr. $1 billion, let us use your AI?
No, he'd never do it because
He wouldn't do it?
Robert Downey Jr. is a true thespian.
billion
and he would
dollars.
want to be in the part. He's not going to let any AI.
He's not going to let
play
him.
the part.
Yeah,
Well, they're not going to pay him $1 billion, I don't think. But yeah,
No,
I think
I
he can back up a truck to his house.
He
and
was
make him come
given
back.
for Endgame. He was given $55 million, and what I would say is they would probably give him about 50 million, and then points towards the grosses, and the grosses would be so much that he'd probably end up with about 80 million.
Okay, but they could have him forever now, where they could always have him in his pocket. We're gonna bust out Tony Stark anytime that we want now.
He's gonna want.
He's not. He will never allow that.
He's not that kind of actor, man. I mean, this is the guy that did Chaplin. This is the guy that did, I mean, he's not the guy to give you the AI.
Who is the actor that would do that, in your opinion, Sean?
Out of the Marvel actors?
Any actor. I'll take any actor.
Oh, any actor
any actor that would just be like, here's my likeness, here's the
Yeah.
AI. Well, I think
Bruce Willis, right?
Mark Hamill signed over his rights
Mark Hamill
for
did
$5 million.
Damn.
To be Luke Skywalker forever.
It would
in
have to
Disney.
be
He was
someone
like,
like
screw it.
Hamill, like who's got
So
no
he's
work.
he's basically Mickey Mouse now in a weird way, you know?
Oh God,
Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker, the character. It's like he's always gonna be there forever. He's forever.
I can't imagine Luke Skywalker and Mickey Mouse
I'm
combination.
not gonna lie, that's pretty dope.
I mean, if Robert Jr. come back as Iron Man, he'd be a producer. He'd be a executive producer in every movie he does.
Yeah, they might even. He's not even gonna be on set. They'll just sit him in a chair, get his face, and that's it.
Well, remember in Black Widow's movie, where the Crimson whatever the other Russian the David Harbour was playing that Russian.
Yeah.
And he made that comment like, did Captain America, did he talk about me? Because we fought. And we all know we've never seen that they fought.
You've never seen his backstory.
No, we never did.
But the question is, was Captain America, when he went back in time doing covert stuff, on his own, and did he fight him? And see, we have this whole 40 years that Captain America could have been doing other missions that never intertwined and was ever discovered by the main timeline, if you will, because then he ends up sitting in the chair as the old man Cap. So it's like you could do a bunch of movies with him that do not interfere with the timeline, and he knows it. He knows
Captain America 1984.
He was already cast.
Let's hope it's not
You can
Captain America
share my
1984,
screen
let's
there,
go.
Max.
Seeing Chris Evans back as Human Touch would be crazy. That would be crazy.
I just feel like they got a good out.
Of Human Torch, man.
What's this, Voltaire? What's this?
This is Ethan's EVS's review of Barbie.
Oh my god!
And then if he says I can do this all day,
I
like,
just
lose my
watched
shit.
Barbie, and
That would be
it's one of the
amazing,
best
bro.
films of the year. I really don't understand the haters. It's woke in the sense that little girls don't like their big brothers invading their little girly worlds. It's from a child's perspective. Ruth's ghost even calls for the patriarchy to man up, or to, I guess made up concept human to you. Oh no, Ruth's. I guess he's referring to Ruth RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Ghost even calls a patriarchy a made-up concept humans use to deal with the complexity of life. Truly a brilliant film. Very well written, very complex, and very adult. There you go. EVS likes Barbie.
That was a good review.
Yeah,
he was trolling though.
Oh, righty then.
Is he?
He's trolling.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That seems honest. Why do you think he's trolling?
You like that, Daniel?
I don't know.
There's always a possibility, but all right. Let me see.
That's Jim Carrey.
All right, we'll move on from the EVS.
Man,
quickly,
I am so hyped to see this Barbie movie. Damn.
After being on that live stream with Ethan the other day, I think he really believes exactly. I don't think he's trolling. I think he actually watched it with an open mind, and he saw it for what it is.
All right, here I just put this up, and then we're going to move on to something else quickly.
I'm happy if that's the case.
But
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Here's this other thing. I still don't know if he's trolling.
Oh my god!
Degrassi.
Here's this other thing.
You're killing me. Give the man some credit.
There's a lot of diversity in the world of Barbie. That's definitely true. The movie contains a lot of progressive ideas, but it really doesn't push any of them as being correct. So even though the mom is complaining about it, all right, I want to see this and then revisit that.
Oh my god!
That's weird.
Those are good.
Wouldn't it be wild if some of the other
Weird,
like
like, right in his brain.
Phantom Menace people actually had real, like, honest takes instead
Yeah,
of all the
I
fake
would
stuff that they put out?
That would be great if they ever do.
I guarantee 90% of all of them loved the Indiana Jones movie, but just couldn't bring themselves to say it.
Well, also,
Little Mermaid too.
San Diego Comic-Con happened this weekend, so I have this IGN article, and then if anyone knows anything that came up and that we didn't cover, everything announced.
Comic-Con was like okay this year. Without the big studios, obviously.
It was back to OG Comic-Con.
Yeah,
no
it was
big
like OG.
movie stuff.
Yeah, no big
Yeah.
studios, nothing. Yeah.
Do we
So when,
not
like,
have a
people like
link to
Christopher
all
went to Comic-Con.
the cosplayers, the costumes?
Oh, any good cosplay?
That would be
That's
interesting.
Christopher.
I
was excited.
No.
They're on strike too.
I've been focusing on the comics aspect of the weekend.
Well, hang on, Bruce. You did tweet one with Apocalypse that I thought was interesting.
Oh,
that's
oh yeah,
Ahsoka?
that one
Ahsoka.
cosplayer.
Yeah.
Oh, they had Ahsoka's costume there? Oh.
Yeah.
What is that?
What is that?
It's an avocado.
That looks.
What's with the poop in its chest?
Yeah, I was gonna say that
That's
looks.
the pit.
Borderland.
Right
Borderland.
now,
Oh, that's
avocado.
avocado.
That's borderline.
What's the thing in its chest?
The
It's
thing in
avocado.
its chest is the pit.
Here's some
Put an arc reactor in
cosplayers.
that thing.
Fair enough.
What is that? What was that tank? What was that from?
Oh,
is that a
sorry. I meant to
It's
click this.
probably. It's from Borderlines. I think?
Oh,
whoa,
Gracie
hey,
cosplay. I follow Gracie cosplay. She's great.
Oh my god, you know
She
they're
also
making
makes
that. Oh my
cake.
God.
She
I
also
told you
makes
guys,
cake.
watch out. Max has a lot of cosplayers on his Twitter.
I don't have a lot.
Yeah,
I
but
select
because-
a few.
because
Well,
the
first
curtains
there's the one with
match the
Apocalypse.
drapes or
No,
whatever.
Only
Where's
the
that
elite
one?
I mean,
cosplayers.
he
carpet
is
Gracie's
great.
Gracie's
Cosplay is not
awesome.
consent.
Indiana Jones.
Chrissy Mayer,
I
comedian
have this
Chrissy
one.
Mayer.
Yeah, she liked it too. So
What the hell
She's
is
pretty
this?
funny.
All right. I mean, good for her that she like it.
It looks like 4 Karens.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
It's just,
That's
it's
not
just 4
Barbie.
women dressed in pink going to see Barbie.
They like the movie. Look at them. Good for them.
Is Anna that
Delightful
Star Wars
and
girl
fun.
part of the group?
That's what a
Don't-
movie going experience is supposed to be. Delightful.
Whoa,
Oh,
what is
hello.
this?
Max,
Don't you
This
love
isn't
that
me,
even
this is
don't you
Brucifer.
love that
Brucifer.
even skinny girls do the
What?
one
It's
leg
Emma Frost
inside
at
to
the
kind of watch
X-Men
her
Gala
thighs?
Ball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not a very good Emma Frost. She's very attractive.
Can I
though.
retweet? Can someone tweet that Chrissy
got
Mayer? She would
stuff in her
appreciate
head.
a joke. I didn't know Karen's was playing this weekend too.
Wow.
Oh,
Yes, yes. Come on, she's a comedian. She would like that.
Well,
It
that's
wasn't
true.
good.
She does have a good sense of humor, from what I've seen.
And then Joe will get upset with me because I said Karen's. He's like, I know Karen. That's not fair to Karen's.
God, if you named your daughter Karen in the last 10 years, it's a big mistake.
You are very brave, and I
Wouldn't
salute
that be
you.
a great retweet? I didn't know Karen's was playing at the theater. I thought it was just Barbie.
My CPA's name is
one liked
Karen.
That is a good.
I
That is a
think
good
about that
tweet,
all the
Max.
time.
I
Wait,
like that.
who
tweet.
was that? Who was
I
the person?
DM'd you
I'll
it.
retweet it and say it. I'll do it.
I DM'd you it.
What's her name?
Chrissy Mayer.
Apocalypse.
Chrissy Mayer.
She's on Friday
Yeah,
Night Lights.
And look, a plus-size Mystique.
Oh
behind
yeah,
her.
my friend Destiny. She.
Why is he walking like he pooped his armor?
Is that what you were pointing out, Brucifer? I was wondering about that.
What? I
Yeah,
would
she
never
took a
point out
picture of
something
him
like
when she
that.
did the comic stuff.
Like that mystique, that girl, God bless her. She's,
got a picture of
she's living her best life. She
that
does-
I give props to anyone that does cosplay, regardless
Yeah.
of body type.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone
I
that-
judge
Brucifer
harshly.
saw me struggling in my,
I was helping you with your corset. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I lost an
Back.
umbrella. I was sweating. Rhea gave me a Gatorade. I was like, I need my electrolytes. Whew. I
Did
was,
anyone notice the background
What was
What?
the background?
on MME?
Oh yes, thank you. It's very
So
nice.
the
I wasn't
Oh
sure.
yeah, I like
Star
it.
Trek.
Is it
Oh,
Star Trek?
That's nice. I like
It look
that.
like Star Trek. Yeah.
Or is it
Yeah, Star
AI
Trek.
generated?
Canadian Star Trek.
Barbie opened in 5th place
Ooh,
in China
Canadian
with
Star
8 million. That's not bad.
Put the background, that picture you photoshopped,
dude, that's cool.
CJ.
I want this so bad.
What is that?
That's
Was that
why.
Godzilla?
Oh, that's
Are
Yeah.
you checking? Are you?
Oh,
Are you
impressive.
sneaking on my Twitter, Bruce? For that, I
What is
retweeted
this
that.
mini me Godzilla?
I love that. That looks
It's,
really good.
it's from
Nice.
Ben Presto Toho Monster Series, Enshrine Monsters Godzilla 2023. I
That's,
want
a good,
this.
that's a good figure.
Nice.
No,
that's a
you-
good figure.
You know, Bruce, you're making me quite jealous. Showing all your Godzilla stuff lately.
What Godzilla
put
stuff?
that out there like a garden gnome.
The other day you showed the.
Are you showing him your
the
Godzilla
DVD?
I think that's what he's
set,
getting
yeah.
collection.
You
You
showing
got
him
that?
your Godzilla?
No. Whoa.
Oh no!
No.
There
Bruce
goes
Bruce calls it the hammer.
We're talking about
I'm showing him my Monster Zero.
Getting a whiff of that radiation breath.
Yeah, baby
Oh.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Helpless
Perp, what was
people
your
on
issue with me on the
subway
live stream? I'm
trains.
curious now. The people want to know. What did I say
Oh.
that bothered you?
Oh, how
Godzilla.
the thing about when people in the Batman trailer they called Batman a fascist, right? And that idea, like I think media analysis has taken a huge nosedive because now it's getting where characters can't even feel a certain type of way about other characters without it getting political in real
Hey,
life.
Thomas.
Where it's
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like this character in this movie thinks Batman is a fascist. I think that's
George Lopez. Like he's a comedian, of course.
Yeah.
no. But I'm talking about the character. The
Character. Yeah.
Do you know?
And it makes sense. It would make sense that people in Gotham would see Batman as a fascist. Like they show this in other things. Some people think he's a vigilante. Some people think that. Some people love him. Some people don't. And when
He's a menace.
and I think they're like
Menace.
I think I don't think there's anything there. And I think people trying to politicize it and try to put it into they're trying to give a message out. It's like, dude, this is just a character that feels shitty about another character. That happens in movies all the time. I saw a trailer back in the day. There was a trailer with Nick Nolte literally calls Julia Roberts a bitch, right? In the trailer. And it's like, like, come on. It's like a character. These are characters. These aren't like.
Do you know that half the movies that were made back in the day about Vietnam or mentioning or referencing Vietnam would not be made today?
CGH, your
Probably.
mic
Or
sounds
people would
terrific
be-
today, buddy. Good job.
People would lose their mind. Like,
You know,
do you think Planet of the Apes would be
Batman,
made today?
Oh yeah, Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Would be
Yeah,
why not?
a really
Yeah.
big statement.
You saw the
You
Mavericks
still want
movie?
Mark Wahlberg?
But no,
making
I mean
inappropriate
like
comments?
back the old Planet of the Apes, not
The original one, the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah. The
like the
because
sequels.
The story about Planet of the Apes was more about what mankind will do to themselves, which was drop the bombs and kill each other, which allowed the apes to take over. So it's like that makes total sense that we would be our own undoing. Just like, I mean, people forget that Godzilla was an anti Hiroshima film. It was it was propaganda. It was basically saying if you unleash these kinds of nuclear weapons, you don't know what it can wake up that could come destroy the planet. And so it was a hugely political film back in 1956 or 54. Yeah.
I want some kaijus to get out of there. Come on. Right out of
But
here.
you-
Right
but
out of the
you don't-
Japanese
you-
sea.
You don't think people would have an issue with it if it was made today in that spirit?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think, Bud. I think it's okay. I mean, as long as like Mark Wahlberg made some inappropriate comments when they came back with the one in the early 2000s, but
I think people would call it woke because now we're so used to it that it's like, yeah, I think so. I think because now it would be turned into it's
anything that's not
environmental,
that's
environmental,
not sterile and has a point of view.
It has an environmental. If it has an environmental message,
you get
it could easily be.
Wow, nuclear war. Yeah, but but my point, CJ, Perp, with the comment about the fascist thing is, if you saw Indiana Jones, the capitalist joke was irrelevant to the plot. Like, she was a capitalist. But the way they presented it in the trailer was like they were trying to get people into a thing, like, you know what I mean?
To get into what thing, though? In the trailer,
you know what I'm talking about.
No, but can you verbalize it?
No.
Verbalize it.
Verbalize it? Okay.
Yes.
It's a commonly used trope to get people who are on the right side of the political spectrum to notice communist, quote unquote, subversion in a movie. It's okay.
I agree
Does that make
100%.
sense? Okay, so that's why that joke did not land so well with a certain demographic of people.
It's true, but I will say this: Batman can be interpreted as a fascist, and I feel like
Anyone could be, though, if you feel oppressed.
No. Well, think about this. There was a comedian that did a bit on this, which I saw on TikTok not too long ago, and he made the comment that Batman is a billionaire, but instead of taking his money and going and saving poor people or doing something like that,
Well, that's a joke in the Flash.
he goes and is a joke in the Flash. He goes and he beats up the lowest common denominator of people that are struggling, that are trying to provide for themselves. So he's beating down instead of punching up. And so he should be trying to take out the corporate people that are holding people hostage, Batman. Instead, he's beating up petty crime, people that do petty crimes, not necessarily the murderers, but, so he's punching down instead of punching up. So to a Latino who is a plumber, I think he's a plumber in the Blue Beetle, the character, or maybe he's just under the sink fixing the sink when he makes the comment
From his
about Batman being from his perspective. That's absolutely correct.
Point of view.
Right.
Yeah, that's Obi-Wan.
Well, I mean, when you
many
really
of the truths we cling to rely
really
greatly on our
about
own point of view.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
And
Star Wars reference, bitch.
That's exactly for a Star Trek guy. Yeah, throw it out.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Yeah, but it's also like Batman is fighting crime, everybody. You know what I mean? Ultimately, he's fighting crime, and to call him a fascist. But whatever. I mean, they did it for a reason is all my point is. I'm not
that was totally to get people talking about the movie.
Exactly.
Think about the 24-hour news cycle of that, or online. They talked about it for a week. I even did I think one of my biggest YouTube shorts was just a funny joke on that, where it said, I edited where it said, Batman's a fascist. And then it cut to Michael Keaton in the Flash going, yeah, like from the trailer where he's like, I'm Batman. I just cut out the yeah and put it after that. And I put it, it's one of my highest viewed ones about Batman being a fascist. So I think that right there in itself says that it was there to trigger people, to get people talking. It's free marketing.
I mean, when you really think about it, all the Batman villains have mental illness.
I know I offended.
Or they're drug addicts.
I do have to say, I'm having a great time, but I am getting a little sleepy. I had no nap, so we'll start wrapping up a little bit. I did want
Max
to
had no nap,
or I could head out and you guys can do whatever you want.
No,
except Axel. I don't. He's still.
fine.
What is this, Axel? I kind of like that. I actually
I like
like
it too.
He looks.
Ben
He makes me
Shapiro,
really
That's a good joke. That's funny. That's
yeah, that's good. But I thought this would be.
Hypothetically.
I think this would be fun to watch. It's only a minute on Twitter. It's Kevin Smith about San Diego Comic-Con. He was happy.
He looks
on for everybody. And somebody was just like, not at all. I can't move on the con floor.
What?
So we started asking about that. And apparently, like, the actual convention itself is packed. Like, the floor is still what the floor always is every year. So oddly enough, like, not everyone comes to interact with famous people at Comic-Con. Comic-Con pre-exists Hollywood and festivals.
It predates
Dude, it's
Hollywood.
The orgies at Comic-Con and something.
What?
Dude, so are you kidding me? You guys,
The legendary.
Whoa,
I
Sean!
bet
tell us more.
they smell.
dude, some of the con suites that have
There would be a
parties
lot of
going,
sweat.
Why do you think they call it Hall H, bro?
dude. I'm telling you, I could get in trouble on this stream.
Comic Cons are no longer about comic books.
No, dude, they're about
Movies
vampire
that
parties
dated.
and all sorts of stuff.
What? Vampire parties? Woo.
Ooh, you've never been to one?
No.
Yeah, I've said enough.
Okay. Anyone else know about this? Anyone? Brucifer, do you know about
Please
these
come out
parties
tonight.
in Comic-Con? No,
Yeah,
no comment.
I went to Comic Cons in the mid '90s, and yeah, it was a different scene.
Oh, okay.
I went to a Star Trek convention. It was kind of lame. It was like,
You haven't heard about the orgies at Star Trek convention?
bro, don't, please.
I'm joking.
I'm having a rough weekend.
It's his
right?
birthday weekend. Leave the channel
You
alone.
already dug your hole with the earlier mention of the,
Oh,
heathen.
CJ, don't bring that up again, please.
What?
I was trying to
Put
tell
that up,
Wait,
CJ.
what?
No.
What?
Let's
Let's not
going
talk
on?
about digging in holes.
No, I'm talking.
Max.
Please and thank you.
Max.
Yeah.
Max.
I'm moving on. Yes.
I don't want
Yes.
one of those. I have one of those.
What did CJH do? Damn it. I missed it.
How many people on the panel have actually been to Comic Cons besides Sean and me?
I've been to
I would
a
never.
place called Supernova, which is pretty much
well here in Cincinnati we have a place called Cincinnati Comic Expo. That's coming out in late this fall.
Well, New York City Comic Con, they have speed dating for nerds.
Yeah,
That's
we did.
fantastic.
Really?
Same here.
Let's just say there's a hotel not too far from the con.
Nice.
A lot of hooking up.
Oh my god.
What?
That's awesome.
What? No,
I've only been to anime.
New York Comic Con.
They don't know how.
What's that?
Anime conventions and too many games. That's it. And I was thinking about going to New York Comic Con, and then I chickened out after I was like freaking out when there's too many people.
You heard about the orgies? It's like no.
After
I was thinking about going.
The amount of people on Saturday.
No,
Bring hand
only
sanitizer.
kidding. Only kidding.
Well, they had to put up signs in New York City Comic Con because
do not speed date.
No, it's pretty much cosplay is no excuse for inappropriate behavior. Because these nerds will touch these cosplayers and get in trouble, get thrown out. You know, leave your basement once in a while before you go to a con, so you get used to women.
I blame anime.
Why nerds have the guts to touch a woman?
That's
You blame anime?
Again, I blame anime. They do the trip thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, anime does
Lupin.
a lot of that creepy
Blame
old
Lupin.
guy.
Lupin
You know,
the tripping and touching the boobs.
Yeah.
Lupin's the
I
same
blame-
way that he
hashtag
like
I
to
blame
touch
anime.
the
Since we're on the topic of
Man,
comics,
and you
I
guys
might as well
wonder,
show off some comics before the show ends.
Yeah, well, let's hear what Kevin Smith
Yeah.
says, and then yeah,
Oh, you
definitely
still talking over there?
Yeah, he's still talking over
He's still
here.
talking
No, I
over
don't know
here.
why.
When is
started
Kevin Smith
talking
not
yet.
talking?
He's
He hasn't
talking.
started
He's got a-
talking yet.
He's got a
Hey
movie
Joey, get
shirt
the
on.
baseball bat.
Oh,
Sing
no.
it. And so this year the con has kind of gone back to nature, so to speak, and as much as it's just still a gathering of fans who are passionate about pop culture. It's what Comic-Con always was a celebration of the popular arts. So oddly enough, as much as we talk about in the press,
Good for him, really getting his health after his
Wait,
scare.
can I
too,
read
yeah.
this? I was supposed to do the
looks
board
great.
game speeding dating at too many games, but missed it. I'd rather have done a retro gamer one anyway. Whoa. Nice.
That'd be a lot
Good
more
for you,
fun.
Rhea.
Good for you, Rhea.
That'd be a lot more fun. I don't know nothing about
comic.
comic books. I know more about old games.
Well, you're coming next year, right, Brian? Too many games.
Yeah.
Look at Degrassi Knowles. I met my wife through Kevin Smith. Whoa, hey, that's cool.
There you go.
I love Kevin Smith. People don't like him anymore.
I love Kevin Smith. I've always loved him, and he'll always have a place in my heart. Period.
The Kevin
I don't
Smith
care.
dating app.
He's got my button. Like he's got that tear jerking button towards
Yeah.
like snap. Dude, Clerks 3 hit me at the right time.
I didn't
where
see
just lost
Clerks
my dad.
3. I
And we
did.
had watched both Clerks movies. Like my dad loved Clerks 2. Okay,
Oh, that's
like,
awesome.
So just getting to watch that movie, how it went down. We'll have to watch it one of these days, but I'm telling you, it'll be like Star Trek Picard all over again. I'll be crying up a storm. But yeah, no. Kevin Smith is my favorite director.
I didn't like
Period.
Dogma. I like
Loved
Kevin
it.
Smith. I just
Dogma was my first Kevin Smith movie, dude, and I was
love
Catholic.
Dogma.
Hater.
I was going to church and youth group at the time.
What about
So like,
Jay and Silent Bob?
Rebel.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I've
Yeah.
seen that movie so
Clerks.
many times. I know
And
Clerks
Chasing Amy
1,
was great.
1 and 2,
Heck
Mallrats.
Mallrats.
Yeah,
Jersey
all right.
Girl.
Yeah, him
I
and
did-
Seth Rogen are still
Jersey
okay
Girl.
in my book.
Nobody saw Jersey Girl.
Uh,
Am I right,
Zach
Voltaire, or
and-
am I right?
Zach and Mary
Him and
make a
Seth Rogen.
porno.
He is not in the same
Wow,
category
that
as Seth
was
Rogen
funny.
under any circumstance.
A
Zach
double
and
Dutch
Mary is one
brother.
of my favorite movies.
I still like Seth Rogen too. I don't know. Everyone's turned on Seth.
I like Seth.
I like Seth
Because-
Rogen. Dude, he was
because
Donkey
he's-
Kong.
Are you telling me, Brian, you wouldn't light up with Seth and he's like, let's hang out, man? You would love
That's
him.
all he is now, dude. He's a poster boy for potheads, and I'm just like,
He is
you
more
know,
off from that.
well,
He should reboot Ernest.
Huh?
no
Yeah,
SAG
please.
actors are here.
Please,
Like,
can I get like Ernest Goes to Camp with Seth Rogen?
Yeah,
Oh my god, that'd be
exactly.
hilarious.
what's going to happen to Comic Con? Comic Con's been doing just fine. Like people are still going.
You hear that? Comic Con doesn't need Hollywood. What do you think of that, Bruce?
That's what I told you the other day.
That's what all right, yeah.
Bruce has been saying it all week. He's been like telling me, I'm like, dude, what nobody's there because there's no movies. He's like, bro, people go there for other reasons besides
my buddy,
video games.
A couple of the guys from Renovision went, and they were complaining about how it was like shoulder to shoulder.
Still,
nobody cared that.
Well, Young Rick was there. They had to get his comic.
Oh, hey, Max. But before you end the show, do a big screen with me real quick. I want to hold something up.
You got Isom.
Isom. All right, can you see this? All right, so this is a residual check from Warner Brothers. Okay, all right, this is $10.04.
Man,
this is from Warner Brothers.
Nice. I didn't know we were bragging tonight.
No. What I'm trying to say is
that from?
I didn't get one from Ash.
Is that from?
You got $10.
The summer you turned pretty. I turned pretty.
No.
I haven't gotten paid.
That was actually an Amazon Studios thing, but no, this was for an episode of One Tree Hill that I did years ago. But this check is only from physical media. Okay, I don't get anything off the streaming since the show has been put on streaming, which it's been streamed millions of times, and I get nothing from it.
Damn.
I only get it if a DVD sells or if it's on network television.
Wow.
So just so you know, I mean, like the fight is real for this kind of stuff. Anyway, that's it. I'm off my pedestal. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't a brag.
That was
like,
actually good compared to some other residual checks that they've.
Oh, I could show you residual checks for like
gotten any.
3 cents and 6 cents and 8 cents. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was making a joke. I know you
almost
were.
half a year.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. You could take my face off this thing.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're now the rest of the show. Okay.
No, please don't do that.
MME does.
Can you guys put my face? Can you put my face real quick?
Everyone do real.
Okay. Can you put my face real quick? Everyone buy Ash vs. Evil Dead season 3 on Blu-ray, please. Thank you.
Wait, Sean, what happened to your TV show that you was doing?
Are you part of the guild? Can you be promoting your shit right now, sir?
Okay, I will.
Well, I made a deal. I'm in the guild. I'm in Directors Guild. We're the assholes.
I'm halfway through season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty, and it's damn good.
Oh,
yeah. Is that your autobiography?
That's actually really cool. Variety just put an article out and said that it was the best show teen drama since Dawson's Creek, and I thought that was pretty wild.
Interesting.
Nice. All right, Voltaire, your full screen. What are you going to promote?
The Creek.
I got nothing to pimp, but do you perp if you buy the digital version on Amazon? Does that get you anything, or is it just the?
I don't know.
Better make
it physical just to be sure.
Yeah, okay. $16 for the Blu-ray season 3. Everybody.
I only have one question with Sean.
Throw
Sean,
Purple
what
Bro
happened,
and
what
everybody.
happened to your TV show that you was doing, Sean?
Oh, my show?
Yeah.
It's still in development.
Ballistic, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely still in development. The company out of Los Angeles, they actually, I talked with them like 2 months ago, and they asked me if they could get an extension on the 18-month development deal because we've lost all these months. But I haven't made a decision on what I'm doing yet.
Is this you, Axel?
Oh, nice. Yes, that's Axel.
No, my manager said that what studios are doing right now is buying shorts, like IP. They're gonna get ready by getting as much IP and shorts and stuff as possible, and then once everything is done, they greenlight them and they go into features right away.
All right, ready to show comics.
All right, only if you you do your tracking cam.
All right.
No.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Ooh, what's that?
Superman Night Terrors number 1.
Oh,
wow. Superman's Nightmare.
Oh, nice.
Oh, speaking of night terrors, I heard Batgirl has a really controversial night terror going on with the Punchline right now.
I haven't read it yet. It just came out this week.
Oh, that looks cool.
Oh, I like that one.
That's Superman lost. He's in
Is that
space.
a variant cover?
He comes back. He comes back after being in space for years, and he feels lost when he comes back to Earth. He has to readjust and stuff.
He looked like the Superman 1 Joel.
Superman has to readjust.
Ooh, damn. That's a beautiful cover.
Holy
that's
shit,
beautiful.
that's a
Here's
great
one.
cover.
Day of the Blood.
That looks like an old school movie poster.
That looks. I want to see that movie, and it sucks that like Leonard Nimoy's gone. God, that would be great.
And here is Catwoman being bitten by a snake on her lip.
That
that's sexy. I wish I was a snake right now.
And a little old school flavor. Second appearance of Black Panther.
Ooh.
Oh, whoa. His second appearance was in Fantastic
Only an
Four?
8?
What was his first appearance?
Come back when you get some fire. Come
His
on.
first appearance was 52. And
Who was he there with?
What?
Did he show up in someone else's comic or
It was in Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Got it.
And the first appearance of Ares, the god of war.
Wonder Woman fought him too.
Dude, that's hot.
Oh, nice.
That's really cool.
And both of these books are from 1966.
Created by Stan Lee.
Story by Stan Lee. Art by Jack Kirby.
Is Cal right that they pull that Catwoman cover?
Story by Stan Lee. Art by Jack Kirby.
Go, Jack Kirby.
I feel like I've seen racier covers.
Brucifer is
The snake on the lip. That reminds me of that scene in Last Crusade where she's like, "This is how we say goodbye in Austria," and she's pulling on that lip.
Chibi Venom Girl or Venom Girl or whatever her name is.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that one.
Does she eat people?
Woman, I don't like it.
I don't like paint. I know I don't like the color pink.
Candy hair.
Excellent.
Nice.
Last one.
Ooh, I like that.
Skeletor.
I'll take that one, Brucifer. I'll just have
I
that.
like that.
Just that one.
That's a 9/8.
Yeah, the 9/8's worthy.
Nearly perfect.
Send it my way.
9/8.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's hard to get 10s, bastards.
Is this gonna fast track He-Man, Barbie 6?
Did you turn it into a 9/7 just by touching it?
No, it's in a case.
Somebody
Yeah.
by the
It's in a plastic case, and inside the plastic case, the comic is sealed in a airtight enclosure.
You should get
Made by
Superman.
NASA.
You should get the first appearance of
Made by
Superman.
NASA, but it's not waterproof. Bastards.
Now let me ask you something.
should be waterproof.
When you have rare comics like that in your house, do you, or at your apartment or whatever, do you get renter's insurance or like homeowners insurance?
Homeowners insurance.
Do you add it? You
He
add
owns
it?
guns.
Because I mean, like, my wife's wedding ring and engagement ring and all that, I have it under the homeowner's policy. So, like, I would assume that you cover those comics, right?
Yes.
Yeah, dude, that's so cool.
Yeah. It's
Can you imagine, like, they're writing the policy and you're like, yeah, I'd like to add, Thor number 7.
Yeah, right.
And they're like,
Prince
what?
of Black Panther.
And the guy's just sitting there going, "What else you got there?"
Dude,
Yeah, one of my friends, Max was on the stream. He showed off one of his books he sold for $35,000 a few months ago.
35,000 or 100?
That's more than I make an entire
1,000
year.
confirmed. Damn.
So if you
That's
have a
the
book that
thing,
costs, damn.
Oh man,
dude, which one was
will
it?
you sell any of your books?
Let me see if I still have the picture.
that's like a year and a half worth of work, man. Jesus Christ.
I don't like selling my books. I like collecting them.
Who bought it? Elon Musk?
I'll just probably leave them to a family member or something.
So what is the most
Or
expensive?
Max.
Huh?
What is the most expensive book you have?
Oh man, I want some McNuggets right now. That sounds fucking
Comic
awesome.
book, yeah. Comic book.
Batgirl.
No, not my Batgirl.
Before he
I'm
answers,
still
everybody,
hungry.
he has many
I actually
guns.
have to look.
He owns a lot of guns at his house.
Let me see if I can find that picture Josh sent me.
No, if you have the first appearance of Superman cost like $300,000.
I think it's the most expensive comic. I think it's a really good copy sold for like 3 or 4 million.
God, yeah, that's damn. Jesus.
Brian has me wanting chicken nuggets right now, like McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Yeah,
Dude, why'd you
hungry,
say that?
bro?
I could taste
Because
it in my
Ray
mouth.
said it in the chat. I'm like, oh man.
Oh, I found the thumbnail.
Fast
from
food tier list. Let's go.
I want chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I
That
wanna
was the
see
best thing we
cover
ever
of a
did on MMA.
$35,000
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Until Max got there and was like, I'm on a diet.
Did Max
He,
go to
he was
sleep?
the Ben Shapiro of that party pooper.
Yeah,
Hey
right.
guys, what's going on? It's me, Ben Shapiro. Chicken nuggets here. They are pretty good.
That's
However,
it's a Mexican comic that was never released here.
Wow.
it was never
Gwen
released.
Gwen Stacy was so popular in Mexico when they killed her off here. They didn't kill her off in Mexican comics. And this book is so rare because she's still alive, and they kill her later on, but the marriage didn't happen.
They had to catch up.
This is very rare, especially in high grade.
Amazing.
Very
Wow.
And this was a 6.5 that sold for that.
So they made this book specifically for Mexico?
Yes.
Wow.
And
it
a
came out-
6.5 sold for 35 grand.
Yes.
What about 10?
Well, this book is it's from what? It came out what? Early 60s, late 60s.
Wow.
So, trying to find a high grade comic book from Mexico from that time is very hard.
That's insane.
Why you did with the money?
The art doesn't look 60s.
He does it for a living, I think.
He went,
right?
yeah, he does. That's what he does for a living. He sells comic books.
Oh, he's selling and
Sell
reselling.
them, buy them, resell them.
International.
Yeah, international comics. Josh.
Do you have international comic in your collection?
Oh, me? I have a few. I have like a Russian Amazing Spider-Man 300, which is Venom. I have actually. I'll give you guys a peek at tomorrow's show. Let's see slides.
See how prepared he is, Max?
All right. Okay.
What?
Oh, Max is still here. I thought he went to sleep.
He's got professional angles, cameras, good looking dude, and it's prepared. I understand, Brian. All right. I get it.
I was,
I'm just saying, Max, you just need to throw on a pair of
Max,
sunglasses.
Max just had a Ben Shapiro video.
Get a fancy.
I offered to
get a fancy
produce
camera.
the show, and Max never got back to me.
What are you talking about? Yes.
The hell, bro?
Give me topics, Max, and I'll do slides and stuff for you.
Okay. Yeah.
What happened?
Oh,
Why are you slacking
yes.
on our boy Bruce
Good
Frank,
luck.
man?
You get a good 3 days at best.
Max, that's things. That's like getting soap in your pee
I think
hole.
Max like the way that he does. Does it much better.
All right, here's a preview of tomorrow's show.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
It's
a
not
fire
complete. I have. I just picked up, I just picked up these. These are both Mexican variants.
Yeah, that Supergirl picture is awesome.
That's like
her on the
whacking off
asteroid.
the
That's
tail.
really
Oh,
cool.
that's-
No, I'm just saying the idea itself is really cool. Her like chilling in an asteroid. That's fire.
So these two
Oh, the
comics
Joker one, that
inspire
Joker was
G.I.
pretty good,
Joe and Transformers.
Yes.
The new universe starts in November.
And now they're doing a live action movie. G.I. Joe
Little
versus
Grogu.
Invincible, nice.
And that's anime Invincible.
This is from the great Alex Ross.
The GOAT.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Oh, look who's
And these are virgin foils.
How about Joe?
Virgins.
Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
mean,
no,
it-
those
it-
pictures would be in my masturbatorium.
Oh no, someone's got to go. I'll leave for Joe.
And of
I'm leaving
course,
for Joe.
Todd McFarlane took his figures and actually proposed them to take this picture.
Joe is back to MME.
Yay!
What's up, Joe?
We missed Joe.
Hey, I
I'm
can't
still-
stick around long.
I'm
I
still
just thought
working
I'd
on
pop
this,
in and say
so-
hi.
We're happy to hear
Oh,
from you.
there's one for you. Her name is Robin Hood.
She can rob my.
That's already a Netflix show. I see it.
You see,
I
because
already
she has
see
a
it.
hood.
I already see it.
If you guys want to see more, check me out tomorrow night at 9:00 on Kingdom of Nerds.
That's a nice. Now that's how you
That's a
got a
good plug. That's how you
promo.
plug your show.
That's
right
how you
there.
cut
Wow,
a
look at him. He knows
promo.
it too. Look at that. He knows it
Yeah.
too.
You want to know more about
He sat
this?
back, nodded. He's like,
He
"Yeah."
did the walk away knockout. He
Uh-huh,
walked
uh-huh.
away.
Yeah.
Joe, we're very happy to have you back, man.
I take a lot of pride in my production on my show. Damn it!
Did you see both Oppenheimer and Barbie in the same day?
I haven't seen either yet. I have
What is
tickets-
going on? Is this opposites day? The whole world
Well,
went back to
that-
the movie theater and
that
Joe
makes
didn't.
two of us.
Joe
I
got
got-
bored.
I got tickets to see Barbie tomorrow night. I don't know
Based.
if I'm going to make it or not because there's been a weird scheduling change in my house. You know, my one daughter isn't going to be here. It turns out, and she was our babysitter. And we want to screen the movie before we take my youngest, just in case it's inappropriate. But
yeah, that's good.
So I don't know. I want to go tomorrow night. The plan was to go tomorrow night, and we'll see. Hopefully, it happens.
What about Oppenheimer?
Any plans on that one?
I got very little interest in Oppenheimer.
Really?
I'm kind of done with Christopher Nolan. After Tenet, I'm just done with him.
Yeah, love it.
Yep.
Other than his Batman
what?
movies and Memento, he's really never made a movie that's impressed me.
Ooh,
I hated. What was the magician one he did?
Prestige. Oh my God.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that
you're
movie
not
pissed
wrong.
me off.
No, that's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, you're killing me in Voltaire here. That's why we love you, Joe. That's why we're glad to have you back.
Nice shirt there too.
I
agree
fell
with him on
asleep
Tenet,
watching
though.
The Prestige.
Okay.
Oh my
It was
god.
kind of
Oh
boring.
wow, a lot of people hated it. Hey, but
I didn't hate it,
you
I
know,
just fell asleep.
you know what? I have been hearing criticisms of Oppenheimer that Grace said that there's a lot of close-ups of faces and stuff, and to use the how he's been promoting the film aspect ratio and all that and how big it is. I heard a lot of people were like, "Oh, why are you just on people's faces the whole time?"
Yeah, I mean, who wants to watch a 6-story eyeball? I mean, honestly,
Dario Argento.
It's just.
I don't know. That makes it sound more exciting. Actually, I like a killer eyeball, giant eyeball. You got me for that one. I'll
The
buy
Dakota
that
film.
movie.
Purple,
thing
you go
was
to the
this-
theater to see Oppenheimer or just Barbie?
No, I have not been on. I have not liked a single Nolan movie since Dark Knight Rises.
I'm not
one.
going for the
Based.
Nolan part of it. I'm going for the subject matter. I mean,
It's
it's
historic.
basically Fat Man and Little Boy.
I'd be far more interested if it was a biopic
2023.
about Alan Oppenheimer, the voice actor who did the voice of Skeletor.
That'd be
I'd
3
watch that
hours
too.
worth of that would be great.
Did you guys watch?
That-
Fat Man? Have you ever seen Fat Man and Little Boy?
Take
with,
that, Barbie.
Oh yeah.
Paul Newman and
It's been a
Dwight
while,
Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
No.
They made a movie about this earlier. It also had. God dang it. He was in 2012. What the hell was this guy's darn name? But anyways, it was a great movie. I would recommend it. Paul Newman plays General Groves, who I think is played by Matt Damon in this movie. But they're both historical and they're both pertinent, especially with what's been going on globally, with kind of nuclear powers getting awoken again. So it's a timely movie, in my opinion.
Matt Damon.
Yes, exactly.
I like this layout.
Me too.
America.
I don't know. It's a little
Oh, hey, Joe.
too
It's
close.
a little TikToky.
Did you just notice I was here?
No, I'm sorry. I was working on my slides. Sorry.
Oh yeah, me, Joe, Brucifer. We might be working on a retro show too. I got plans.
I like retro.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
just had our
Let's
we
go
just
game.
had our outdoor movie night. We have an outdoor
Oh.
movie night every now and
I
then.
have that
It
game.
was
What
we
kind of
didn't-
retro
is it
show? I
sealed?
would like to be on there.
Yeah, it's well, my idea is that people do go through like a bucket list of things that you have: movies, TV shows, games, music that you've never got into yet that you always wanted to get to. Everyone makes a list, and then also make a separate list of things you never want to see, of no interest or you don't like, and then we might pick randomly something on each list, something that you haven't seen that you want to, and then something that you do not want to, and then do a review on that.
I'll just let you know I won't play along if I get either Titanic or Mean Girls. I just refuse to watch those movies ever.
Well, that's the part of that. You can't break the game. That's the game.
I won't do it. Won't do it.
Mean Girls or
Titanic's really good.
Mean Girls is really good.
Like I'm
yeah,
gonna put
but
some,
there's a story behind Mean Girls.
I'll
I
even
gotta-
put Hereditary in the stuff I don't want to see, and I'm like,
Ugh.
I have
Ugh.
reasons I don't want to see that.
Oh, that's a terrible movie, man.
Oh my
Nerdrotic.
God. What is this?
no.
Take this
What is-
shit off.
What does this varmin say?
No, I don't want to see this. CJ,
Oh,
I'm actually really interested
Get up
in
there,
hearing.
DGH.
I'm really interested in hearing how they spin the success of Barbie because they keep telling us that if you go woke, you go broke, and ain't nobody going woke, going broke over Barbie. So I'm really
what
said that
they're going to
Barbie's a huge
spin it
failure,
to
Joe.
they're going to spin it to say that the public school system is failing and they're brainwashing the young girls.
Or maybe they'll claim
No.
nobody actually saw it and Mattel bought all the tickets.
Here's how they're going to
Marvel.
spin it. They're going to spin it that Disney doesn't know how to make movies that women want to go see, even though they try. Whereas this is what women want to see, and they did it right. They're actually not going to shit on it. They can't because they made too much money. They're just going to say this is how it's done right. Disney's been doing it wrong the whole time.
That's actually a really good take. That's a really good take.
Yeah, but they're already saying that they hate it. Like
Of
Midnight
course they
Edge
do.
came out and
Because
called it
there's
the most vile movie he's ever seen.
There's a culture war narrative to be had here, fellas.
Yeah,
and that's the main point of it. So it's like as soon as that narrative turns, they'll just ride the wave. It's
they have to give the red meat to the their minions.
To the base, you got to preach to the choir, man. You got to advocate for your base.
Got to get that ad revenue. Got to
right.
because people want to click and hear what they have to say. They want to hear them rip it down.
I'm not going to play the music, but this is the best celebration of Barbenheimer I've seen.
Complain about riding when they've never ridden a damn thing in their life.
That is
There you
impressive.
go.
That's impressive.
Well, that's cool.
She rehearsed that.
Hey, I can't stay too long, but I gotta ask if you guys talked about the big news to come out of Comic-Con this weekend.
What big news?
With the orgies?
Star Trek Strange New Worlds musical episode.
It's on my yes.
We are so excited over here.
I cringed like Sean. Oh my god, no, please.
Oh my
Guys,
god, it looks
I
amazing.
haven't watched a single episode.
One more time with
of Strange New
phasers.
Worlds
Get
yet.
it? Get it? One more time with phasers. Get it?
I get it. Going through the motions.
I hated when I'm a huge X-Files fan, but I hated the musical X-Files. I don't know why they have to do this.
There was a musical X-Files? I didn't even know
Yes, there was a musical
where
X-Files
is that?
episode.
I might watch that before
Brian,
bed. I gotta
please,
find
let's
out.
get Brian's take. Brian, please.
No,
That
okay.
sounds good.
This is gonna be my last take
so
of the
for that.
evening.
Like your last take of the evening.
Okay. Post Picard season 3, my desire to watch other avenues of Star Trek, which I have previously enjoyed, has seriously diminished. I have not watched one episode of Strange New World season 2, even though the crossover episode was this week, I believe.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch that. I'm
I-
disappointed.
I'm trying to tell myself that I'm gonna binge it when it's all done, but I feel like I might forget. I'm just saying, I'm getting into that Enterprise phase again.
Yeah, but Brian, how do you feel about
Enterprise
the
is my
gimmick that they're
favorite.
doing a musical? That's
Enterprise
the
was
question.
really good.
I could. They did the theatrical. They did like a theatrical thing in the last season of Strange New Worlds, where it wasn't theatrical, but it was like a storybook. So it's like, are we gonna do these every season?
Yes, I guess.
Why do we have to have whimsical flights of fancy?
Look at that poster. I want that poster
I
hanging
love
on my
that
Let your
wall.
phasers
Yes.
on, son. Let's go find some
That is a nice poster.
Romulans.
These
I
are
mean,
fun
like,
little side
like
quests.
look to
That does look cool.
To Brian's
Not at all.
to Brian's
This does not look
defense.
cool.
To Brian's defense, when I saw the previews that came out for whatever the last episode was for Strange New Worlds, where Spock didn't have his ears and he was like eating food and being I was like, they just killed the illusion of Spock.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
that
I,
was a
now
really good
all I
episode.
see is the actor. I don't see Spock.
I'm agreeing with Robert Ryan Burnett. Every time I hear him talk about Star Trek, that's what I agree.
Like
I mean,
they,
I'm not
they
even
fucking-
kidding.
They hit the peak with Picard and
Yes, they
that
did.
ending, and everything else is downhill from here unless they figure out a way to get that audience back.
Well, I think that
Not wrong.
Strange
got
New
that
World has
audience.
been knocking out the park this whole season.
Yeah, and Strange New Worlds is
Yeah.
a huge hit for them. So
But
that's
that-
they
but you
haven't
guys
lost that
are
audience.
existing
And
audience.
it's hilarious seeing
And-
Spock do. He was playing the character so well as a human. It was
Okay,
great.
guys. I got onto YouTube so I could talk about Star Trek because I got tired of people shitting on it. I'm at the point where I'm burnt out on it because, dude, how do you come back from that? I was in tears seeing some of the most happy stuff I've ever seen in my entire life.
But not for nothing, Brian. You turn into that guy.
And now you're punishing.
On
and now you're
Star Trek.
punishing Star Trek for it.
Because they went back to the mediocrity that they had put forth.
How could you say it's
for
mediocrity
you.
if you
Oh,
also
boy.
said you
It's
didn't
his-
watch it?
It's his opinion. It's opinion.
Yeah, but he also said he didn't watch it this season.
I haven't watched it yet.
So how do you know
Brian,
it's mediocre?
Brian, I got Brian's back on this, man.
Because
I understand it hit a plateau.
It's more of the
peak,
same.
And now it's just
It's
who
like
cares?
trying to- Yeah,
You hear that, Hollywood?
We wanted
Never
to
tried.
The Snyderverse
Yes, 'cause
continue,
Trek has never
and
repeated
now it's
itself.
never going to reach that peak. I mean,
Enterprise apathy. I didn't watch Enterprise until years later on Netflix. Okay, Enterprise apathy. When I heard that theme song in 2001, where it's been a long road getting from there to here, and I was just like, "What is this? What is this?" All right, what else is on?
the thing about Enterprise, which I skipped it, was when I saw a couple of episodes and I saw what the ship looked like in the interior. It looked like a submarine. And then now you look at like stuff that's coming from that time frame with all the new special effects. You're like, wait a minute, didn't we have a ship that was like the Enterprise one that was like a submarine? Like none of it's matching up. It just bothers me.
It's getting
anyway
difficult on that one.
I loved Enterprise. The only one I really have a problem with is Voyager, and even Voyager's kind of growing on me.
They're doing shorts for Riker and Quark and Saru.
God, I hate this animation though. This looks like
Do Neelix
junk.
count?
Oh, that's
Wait a second.
amazing.
Why is
Wait,
X videos being
yeah.
promoted to Brucifer?
That's 70s
yeah, it's
style.
amazing. It looks like Flash CGI.
Yeah, they're doing that just like that. Oh, that is so cool. This is real?
Yes, this came out of Comic-Con this weekend.
Oh my god, I didn't even hear
Remind me of
this.
Scooby-Doo.
This is
Am I real?
See,
And they also announced Neelix will be getting animated shorts.
Oh,
all to
okay.
be voiced by original actors. Okay, well, that I can get behind. I don't like the animation though, and I get that they're trying to replicate the old '60s
No, I wasn't.
Star Trek.
What do you think of the Watchmen animated?
Well, it's
movie?
like Star Trek the animated series. I get that.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kinda
that's
cool.
what
I
they're
like
trying to
that.
do. Yeah.
Why is X videos trending, Christopher?
Because
of Elon Musk.
Because it's a hell of a website.
Changing Twitter to X is dumbass.
I should have
Yeah.
I've
bring this
never
up.
been there.
Twitter,
I've never
Twitter,
been there.
what do you call it? Shut
Twitter
down
X.
the X videos, Twitter handle, official Twitter
Did
handle.
they?
They blocked it. Yep.
Oh.
Because Elon is dumb as fuck. He's
Oh my
changing the
God.
name.
Yeah, people are complaining about this.
Man, they need to release that Maxine.
Nobody's
movie
gonna call
tomorrow.
it X, bro. People still gonna call it Twitter.
I'm going to X all over you.
Yeah, but you know what it is?
leave
Everybody's
you a pearl.
talking about this right now. So
They said
everybody's
he's watching
talking
X
on it.
video. That's why he's trending.
I don't have a bookmark or anything. Shut up. All right, got all quiet there real fast.
I've made that look before.
Before
The
or
look,
after?
yeah, that look,
all
yeah.
Console.
We all have.
I made it before it was fashionable, before he did it.
Oh, I did it because of him.
Dude, why do we
I
keep
had
bringing
to.
that up?
That blue steel, magical.
I wish I was alive in 1981. I could have been alive for the 49ers' first Super Bowl.
CGH, what budget?
I watched that 49ers Super Bowl.
TJ, what the hell you saying about him?
That was my first football game
Oh,
I ever
hell yeah,
watched on
dude.
TV.
There is not an MME strike. No strike.
What?
I'm gonna get a union buster in
No.
here.
Oh, very nice.
I'm not promoting anything.
Can't they'll
Brian,
be
break
against
this
the
up for
contract.
me.
Oh, what? No, I'm good.
You're talking
dude. I don't-
about a union here, and
I don't have the energy, man. I'm good.
Aww.
No.
Any other topics? Because it's midnight for me, and I gotta rest.
It isn't that much of a topic.
I gotta work tomorrow.
It's
Well,
midnight for me as well.
I was there late last night helping my mom with her TV and getting all her channels set
You
up.
bought her a
That's
brand new
cable.
TV?
I didn't buy it for her. She bought it. She bought on my credit.
What she
on my
bought?
credit.
Samsung, LG, TCL.
It was a deal. It's Westinghouse. It was like
She bought this 1945 TV.
$220.
Yeah, it was the year of the action movie.
Good.
50
How big?
inch,
How big for
50
220?
inch.
Oh, God bless America.
It's got
$220 for a 50-inch
4K,
TV.
HDR. It has Roku built in.
Oh, so it's a Roku TV. Okay, that makes sense.
Dude, he made bank.
It's 9:00 here, guys.
I remember talking to Peter Jurasik, who's is a friend of mine. He was on Babylon 5, and he did like 100 and something episodes of Babylon 5. He was in Tron, the original Tron, and he told me he made at Dragon Con one year like $30,000 over the course of the weekend in cash.
He
signing.
broke my heart in 1994 as a 14-year-old boy.
Todd McFarlane
bastard.
he did a signing for CGC Collectibles last year. You had to send your comics in. They sent in a total of 36,000 comics was sent in, and he charged $125 per signature, $200 for a remark, and maybe $3,000 or $4,000 for a full page.
And you know that's
14-year-old boys.
That's literally
he made
cash.
millions last
That's
year.
cash. That's cash. Like you can't track that. It's totally cash.
I wonder how much his first appearance of Venom cost.
He's mean to 14-year-old boys.
I wonder if there's always like a Spawn movie just waiting in
is
the
that you,
wings.
Voltaire,
Gives
that
him
had
more
that
money.
story?
It's like
Yes,
he's gonna forever. Oh, Spawn movie's coming out any minute now.
Bro,
Forever.
they
For the rest
just
of the-
just waiting for Jamie
I
Foxx.
went
to
up
get
to
up.
him
I
at an
feel bad
old
for
school
young
Comic
Voltaire.
Con in 1994, and he was mean to me as a 14-year-old boy with his comic books. Mean.
What?
And
Yeah,
Jersey
Tom
City,
McFarlane
New
was mean as
Jersey.
a snake to me.
What do you say?
I don't.
I went up to him and I told him, "Wow, you're my favorite." I was a 14-year-old boy who loved comic books, right?
Right.
And I had his first ever comic book. It was a Daredevil comic book, right, Brucifer? You know the one, right? It was his
Wait,
first
talking about
ever
Frank
appearance.
Miller?
No. He did a Daredevil. Okay, that was his
Daredevil.
first ever Marvel comic, whatever. And I had a couple, and I went up there. I go, "You're the best artist ever. You're my favorite." And he goes, "Well, I guess that means in your eyes I can't get any better. I don't like hearing that kind of thing." And then I'm not kidding. I'm a 14-year-old boy. Then I put 4 books down. He goes, "I'll sign one." And he was whatever. Yeah, he was a jerk to me.
Yeah, that's.
Well,
Yeah, I
here's,
have
here's
that
the
book.
latest one signed by Todd and
You sound entitled.
Stanley.
Voltaire.
My
Sold for
mom threw that away.
$24,000.
I had that signed, and my mom
Jesus.
threw that away. That's
Jesus.
disgusting.
I meant to. I meant to.
Did someone curse?
What was that?
We need that every time I drop an F-bomb.
25.
Yeah, we need those bleeps.
Yeah.
Big time. Axel could come on anytime he wants them.
CGH is experimenting again, I think.
That's gross. I love
That's
my
my
mom.
CGH.
But God damn.
That's gross.
All right, so thank you, Joe, for stop. Yeah, go support Joe. He's, you're doing more concession stand vids now, or
No, I'm kind of backing away from concession stand. I'm tired of movie talk. It's not fun.
we had fun
You know,
tonight.
Well, I don't know. It's like because here's the thing. It's like I love movies. I love movies, and I'm so tired of watching something I love get crapped all over. And that's all it is. It's like take The Flash for example. Here's my favorite movie of the year. Saw it 5 times, and all anyone wants to talk about is, well, that movie bombed. That movie bombed, and it's like I don't give a shit that it bombed. I still love it.
Yeah, me too, man.
I just tonight we had movie night in the backyard. We did Christmas in July, and our movie was 1985's Santa Claus the Movie, starring John Lithgow and Dudley Moore. Total box office disaster in 1985. We love that movie.
What color is that? Puce.
Oh my gosh, you turned red. How
It's
you
my
do that?
favorite line in the whole movie.
For free?
Puce.
I know that movie was a total bomb. We love it.
I saw it in the theater when I was a kid.
Oh, me too.
Masters
Me
of
too.
the Universe is still my favorite movie.
One
Dude,
of
the
my
one with
favorites
Dolph
too.
Lundgren.
Oh yeah,
Who
it's
cares?
stank.
No, who
It's stank
cares if
canon
people don't like the
films.
movies you love? You know what I mean?
Pluto Nash did nothing wrong.
Like one of my
Oh.
favorite movies is
Fifth
Firewalk
Element,
with
damn
Me,
it.
and it was
They
crap
should have
on
made a
it,
sequel
but by
to that
a-
movie.
Multipass. Dude, The Fifth Element is still amazing.
Oh
It
yeah.
is.
Love that movie.
Morbius was right.
Just for anyone that was wondering, someone is currently selling their first appearance of Superman on eBay.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Holy
2.5.
I have this.
5 million.
9.6. How
Just
is that
take a
even
screen
possible?
cap. Boom.
I have this
I
comic
do
in a
not know
Ziploc.
how someone has a 9.6.
Yeah, how's that even
from
possible?
No,
1938? It's
You
crazy.
know who had that?
They carbon dated it.
Nicolas Cage has that.
Yeah, Nicolas
Probably his
Cage has
comic.
that.
Is that Nicolas Cage? Does he still have to pay taxes or
He had to
something?
sell it. He lost his money.
No,
yeah, that's true.
he's finished paying off all that stuff. That's done.
Tax, yeah, that's the
But
joke
why
right
would
there.
if this is really Nick Cage's, why would he get rid of it?
Tax season from Nick Cage.
Damn, that's a lot of money.
Because I'm in the Flash now. I don't
If
need
it
it.
sell- if it sells,
I'm Superman
eBay
in the
gets-
Flash. I don't need it.
eBay
Yeah, he
keeps
finally made his
20%.
way. He finally got
20% of that
his
goes
movie.
to eBay.
Dude, eBay is
Yeah.
drooling to have this thing sell.
I have this comic.
All right,
Don't
let's see
mind
it.
stop. If you rob a
On
bank,
digital.
sure.
No, when Superman, Death of Superman came out, they did
That
a
is
they
sweet.
remade
I
it, and
agree,
that's how I
Daniel.
got my remake of it.
Oh.
That
But
doesn't count.
It's in a Ziploc.
Oh, you're talking about the
It's
Ziploc.
not.
Oh, okay, now it does
I'm
count.
joking. I did that. I know it's not worth anything.
It's in a Ziploc.
Look at Bruce.
Hey, I put tinfoil around it.
Hey, Bruce,
It's in a
you know
Ziploc.
what?
That's at least a
You know
one
what's-
pointer.
You know what's interesting about that?
That's
Did
a
you
point
see-
What about Spawn? How much
There
does
are
Spawn cost?
there are 5 people watching it. Can you imagine who those 5 people are?
I know.
They're
For
about
your
to drop
emails
the
up in
money.
the right
Nick
corner,
Cage.
buddy.
Mark
Check that
Zuckerberg. They're like, yeah.
It's Coppola.
And
Zack
you know what
Snyder
happens
cast
Tell your
me
damn
as Lex
comics,
Luthor.
Cage.
Fuck you.
Once that sells, it'll be revealed who it is, and
If
articles will
you
be
had
everywhere.
the Dial of Destiny, which comic would you get, Brucifer? That one?
For me,
Yeah.
probably
Archimedes.
Detective Comics 27.
What about the first appearance
First
of
appearance.
Batman?
That is the
How much
first
that
appearance of
cost?
Batman.
Yeah, first appearance. I
Oh,
would get the
wow.
same thing.
Oh, the first appearance. No, the first appearance of Batman probably cost like $1 million.
Did I literally make you throw your hands up, Brucifer, when I said, "Oh, I have the reprint
Nobody
of the Death
believes
of
it.
Superman in a Ziploc"?
I have that. I have.
It's got to be
the
worth at least
reprint.
$10, right? Probably
Probably.
not even.
The Ziploc, yeah.
It's a 90 Ziploc.
It's funny. Is it the same
That's worth
person?
$10.
That can't be the same person. You can't have both of these, but
Man, this is a scam.
he does.
It's a scam.
9.6 again.
Go get
Who
it.
is this guy?
Make an
Scam.
offer. Make an
Fake.
offer.
Fake.
Make an offer.
It could have been in the same collection.
Wait, time out.
They could have
time
been
out.
from the same
Wait,
collection.
There's
Comic
one
warehouse?
person watching, and there's 24 hours left to buy it.
Fake.
Yeah, but look, this guy's got 41,000 sales with a 100% positive
Yeah.
feedback.
Oh my God!
I mean,
What's
Because
this?
he's rich enough to do that
Can you click that guy?
himself.
What is- I want to see it.
How could you have a near mint plus of a book that old?
Oh, that's a lady.
Oh,
Ooh, it's a lady.
wow! So
We're
it's
seeing the
probably,
repercussions of Barbie already.
it's probably a group of people, and they all got together
image,
to put
yeah.
their books on
Yeah, it's
eBay.
probably that's true.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Jeez,
Oh,
look at these.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Why are they all yellow?
Damn. I will. my
Yellow was big with
$100
DC
turtle
back
TV.
Jalo. They're like Jalo books.
Someday my
350,000.
Let me see.
someday my turtle TV is going to be like worth $150 if it keeps working.
How many people was watching that?
More than Secret Wars. Oh, got him.
Nah, these comments.
I'm waiting to binge that one too, man.
Oh yeah,
I'll
that's your
binge it.
first appearance.
Before I go, I'm going to take off. But before I go, if I could go back and get any comic, I think this is the one I'd go for.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I forgot Marvel did that.
Yeah.
Holy
Wow.
crap!
Wow.
That's the
Right
one.
on.
That's just what the
Someone
Hebrews
calls
thought.
Zack Snyder on the phone right now.
All right, this is
Got to
blowing
see
my
him
mind
back
right
in
now.
2002.
Any baseball fans out there?
Yeah.
What?
Mike Piazza.
Hank Aaron rookie card.
24
Folk shit in
grand.
the woods.
24 grand? What the actual?
Is there a movie about him?
No, I don't think so. It should
They
be.
get him out of the show.
This is crazy. What?
Larry, stay tuned. Sound of Freedom review might be coming Thursday.
They got
Chadwick
Mickey Mouse as
Boseman was
well.
awesome on
Oh my god!
Hey, Max,
Yeah.
throughout your review, keep talking how no one wanted you to see that movie. Because that
They
goes
tried-
along
they-
with the,
they
that
tried to
goes with the
stop it.
narrative. That goes with the
I
narrative.
actually get-
It'll go perfect.
I
Is
actually,
that a
I think,
Mickey
I think
Mantle?
Larry
You
was
say the
one-
same you say the same buzzwords, but it's in a totally different context.
I'll
That'd be
say Mickey
hilarious.
You
Yeah.
see that Mickey Mantle?
Yep.
Who are these people?
God damn, these people are making money from these
crazy.
comics. And
Dude, is that a Michael? Is that a Michael
Either
Jordan?
that or they got a sick
What?
3D printer. They could have a sick
33,000?
3D printer.
Yeah, that's got to be it.
A 1986 Flair, Michael Jordan.
That's from the dunk contest.
Wow.
From
Joe
like,
DiMaggio?
what the
Joe.
autograph?
The Sultan of Swing?
Wow.
No, it's Babe Ruth, dude.
I know.
Oof, yeah.
He has a.
That's my sport. All my sports knowledge comes from movies.
Wow. Wayne Gretzky.
Sandlot. You're like,
rookie
yes,
card.
let's go.
Simon and Garfunkel
Like
sing about him.
Shaquille O'Neal. Yo, yeah, that's the guy from Blue Chips. I know that guy.
Dude, what's wrong with Wonder Woman down there?
What?
Why does
That's
she
the way
look like Superman with a wig?
That's the way they used to draw her.
That's how they used to draw
They
back in
used
the
to draw
40s.
her like that back in the day.
That's
Yeah, that's how
scary.
That's how she look like.
That's gonna give me nightmares tonight.
Cast that Wonder Woman.
No, give me Gal Gadot any day.
No
Hell,
comment.
give me Linda Carter. I'll take that.
Gal
That-
Gadot
that and those
playing
double
the
D-
evil witch, jealous
Holy-
of Snow White.
The first appearance of Archie and Betty?
What?
Jughead?
How do these people have this comic?
I read Archie's as a kid.
That's insane.
They don't. They have a 3D printer.
That's
Oh,
your
they got-
first call.
they got
Ray,
the framer.
Ray, everybody.
They
You ever
got
go
the
down to the
framer.
malt shoppy? No.
Oh, they got Hulk first appearance.
Renaissance man.
45 grand.
Well, it's only it's got a 4.5, so it's not like
That's only a
you know.
4.5.
Yeah, that's low.
Because it hulked out.
Yep.
Hulk smash.
550,000. That's crazy.
Look at the logo. I love that logo.
I love
That'll be
that.
the logo on.
All right, I have a
on
weird
our new
question. What's the
Superman.
most valuable modern comic? Like, where do we? How far do we go back? Let's say 10 years.
Modern is 1975
Okay.
Really?
on,
Oh,
I
damn.
believe.
Comics.
The
yeah.
Silver Age of comics.
What's the most valuable modern comic?
Modern? Like what?
Who would it
2010?
be? Who would it be? Guesses? Who would it be?
Miles
Miles.
Morales. Miles.
Miles?
Yeah,
Miles Morales.
I'll find it.
From 1975 to now, it would be Miles?
No,
Yeah,
no.
one-
If you're talking about modern, it's Miles Morales.
Oh, I thought he said modern
Well,
is considered
Makes sense
1975 to now.
because it makes sense because that was such a huge pivot.
If you're talking about Miles Morales,
That book-
Yeah, that's true. It was like a point in time when that movie came out that it was like, who's this guy? Oh my God, we love him, I guess, is what you're saying? Like a peak.
if you're talking about X-Men, probably X-Men. If that's what.
Modern, probably because there's two eras from 75 to 2000 and 2001 to now. So the one from 2000 and where is it?
Probably X-Men, right?
Batgirl.
A Batgirl first appearance.
Batgirl's number 44.
I believe this comic was sold at
Whoa, what was that?
Oh, awesome. That's going to build so much
Five
confidence.
Below.
Oh wow.
37.
Oh, that's mod. Oh, what the?
First
hell?
appearance of Miles Morales.
Damn.
And you can only get it in like comic packs at Five
Do you
Below.
have it?
No.
Do you wish you own it?
Yeah.
Sure, it's worth 37
Who
grand.
doesn't?
Of course it does.
Even Mal
I mean,
hates it.
hey, Miles become popular ever since the Spider-Verse movies. So you know.
It's worth the price of a Honda Accord.
During
worldwide.
COVID, it was worth a lot more. Probably almost
Is that
double.
right? The economy was much better.
What about The Walking Dead? That is a go. X-Men #1 as well. That's a go. X-Men.
What about
#1.
Ninja Turtles? Might have been a good modern day
Ninja
one.
Turtles as
Yeah,
well.
and the Turtles.
Yeah, the turtle.
Turtles.
I think Invincible first comic. Yeah, I think
Invincible is probably like $4 or $5 grand.
Yeah, 4 or 5 grand the first one. Yeah.
And
Did
this
Death
is the
of
kind
Superman
of
do
content you
Walking
get on
Dead is like
Nerd
4 or
Kingdom,
5
everybody.
grand.
Yeah. X-Men. It depends what X-Men you're talking about. The first appearance is like, you know.
Didn't Death of Superman also get like normies interested?
Yes, it sold about
Yeah,
8.5
so
million copies.
yeah.
Jesus.
Deadpool as well.
Oh, there's a lot of them sitting around in comic boxes around the country.
Oh, so that's why they're not worth a lot, probably? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody owned that comic. The Death.
And then they did a second, third, fourth, fifth printing.
What about
Yeah.
Deadpool? Deadpool is probably like 5,000.
No, it's not. Probably
The first appearance of Deadpool.
a 9.8 is probably like 3.
I thought ever since Ryan Reynolds made his movie will become more popular.
No. Well, I guess this is the end of the show.
Yeah,
now it
yeah.
is.
Sure.
Oh, Max left.
Max is
Oh
still
no,
there.
he's there.
No,
Oh,
he's
hey
there.
Max.
He's probably, you know.
This
Max
will be
is napping.
tune into Kingdom of Nerds, everybody.
Yes, I with my co-conspirators, Lopez, Red 5, Josh International, and maybe Kyle. So check me out 9:00 tomorrow night.
Max isn't on, everybody, so check it out.
That's why I pick Mondays.
Yes, very smart.
Because that's his free day.
And you'll have that laugh track
Oh my
available.
God,
too.
that laugh track. What is this,
TJ
Scooby-Doo?
doing the soundboard like Fred Norris from Howard Stern.
Have a good night, everyone.
All right, good. everyone.
Max probably sleeping,
Oh my
walking the
God.
dogs.
That's really good, CJ.
Please like and subscribe to Max's channel. Max will return on Tuesday.
Hey, before you cut it off, CGH, put that Photoshop up one more time, please, buddy.
Please don't do it. Nope.
Come on, one more time.
Nope.
We need to see it.